It's game time. Tonight, listen as your Columbia City Eagles take to the court.
Inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquered my fears, I'm ready to fly now. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. Tonight, listen as your Columbia City
good evening,
Eagles
ladies and gents, and welcome to Columbia City Basketball. My name is Sean Bledsoe, my broadcast partner Sam Bechtold beside me tonight as always. And Sam, we've got a junior varsity matchup tonight. We've got the Eagles versus the Eagles.
Yeah.
We got county rivalry here. The other one, we had the Columbia City Whitco one earlier in the season, more like about 3 games ago, but still. The other county rivalry, and this is to decide who the county champs are. And for this JV contest, I mean, we got a couple of things just to note real quick. Zach Bile, I mean, obviously he's kind of coming off of injury. We saw it in the JV game on last Friday night against Canterbury. We saw that we talked to Mrs. Bile, his mom, and basically she was just saying, like, he's not fully trusting his shoulder yet, but he's slowly getting there. He's slowly trusting that. But would you expect to see more game time for Zach Bile here tonight?
Yeah, he just has to get that roadblock out of his head. He's still able to play and to trust that surgery, but it's a great, Jets Sharks rivalry, and it's a musical reference. But yeah,
as we've got the end of the warm-up period here. We got starting lineups coming up here soon.
Churubusco Eagles and your Columbia City Eagles.
And let's see, for Busco, your starters are number 3, Caden Ummel, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 5, Mason Mast, a 5'7" freshman. Number 20, Ben Diedrich, a 5'11" sophomore. number 22, Ethan Harstock, a 6'2" freshman, and number 42, Luke Brown, a 6 foot sophomore. And then for the Columbia City Eagles, your starter Stratton Fuller, the 5'10" freshman guard. Number 14, Aiden Denning, the 5'10" sophomore guard. Number 22, Cam Hogue, the 5'11" sophomore forward. And number 30, the 24, Kobe Crawford, 6'2" freshman, and the number 30, the 6'1" sophomore, Brady Hartman, the sharpshooter, as we like to say. I think that's kind of the nickname that we've given him so far this season. And yet again, we see Kobe Crawford starting. We don't see Tyler Crossan in there. So this is the second game in a row that we've seen Kobe Crawford start. And I think that's just a move by Coach Philman just to establish his size presence there, Sam.
Yeah, he brings that poise on the free throw line too.
Yep. I think he's only missed one free throw the entire season so far through these 4 games. So he's been pretty impressive. We got Cam Hogue to jump for the Columbia City Eagles, and we've got, let's see, that's Ethan Harstock jumping for the Eagles. That ball is tipped in the backcourt towards the Churubusco Eagles. Ball goes out on the Columbia City Eagles, and it's Busco ball.
Columbia City Eagles. We have to say the school name.
Yeah, I know. It's going to bother me
Yeah,
for the rest of the night.
to limit those errors, though.
For sure. Umwell coming across the midcourt stripe, tries to feed it down to the right elbow to his big man. That ball is knocked away by Crawford. Crawford gains possession of it, flips it over to Hartman. Hartman coming across the midcourt stripe, feeds it down to Fuller in the left corner. He throws a pass to Denning, top of the key, penetrates to the paint, puts it off the rim. That's no good. Rebound goes to Busco.
The Columbia City Eagles need to, make the most of all their offensive possessions.
Umwell quickly into the paint for the Eagles. That's a shot off the glass that doesn't even hit rim. Ball being batted around, it goes to the Columbia City Eagles. It goes to Fuller's hands, who throws a quick pass over to Hogue in the paint. That's an easy lay-in.
Great passing vision there from the guard.
Columbia City leads 2-0, 6:14 left in this first quarter. It's Elmo now in the backcourt for Busco. Gets across the half-court line, and he's quickly fouled by Fuller there.
Yeah, it's just that defensive presence that Fuller brings as a guard. That's something you just can't coach.
Busco to inbound the ball. It'll be Mass to inbound it, and he'll throw it into Ummel. Ummel now being quickly picked up by Hartman there in the backcourt. Ball's nearly knocked away by Hartman as he gets across the half-court stripe. And then he'll throw it over to Ummel by left. Now check that. That's Mass. Mass dribbling around now. Gets a screen from his big man. Gets down to the top of the key. Feeds it down low to Harstock, who loses it. He's on the floor. Pitches it over to Brown. Puts up a shot. That's off the mark. Rebound to Brown. Dishes it out to Ummel in the left corner for a mid-range jumper. That's off the mark. They get another rebound, put up a shot, and that's no good.
An impressive block by Stratton Fuller there.
Fuller now on the other end of the court. High right, dribbling around. Feeds it down low to the big man Crawford on the block. Throws it back to Fuller into the corner to Hartman. And then they swing it around to Hogue. Top of the key, penetrates into the paint, and he's fouled. Shot doesn't go in, but he's shooting free throws.
That's a very high-quality shot attempt, though, from Hogue to create separation there and hit the little floater.
Great ball movement there by the Eagles, too.
That'll fall later in the game.
It will. Hogue at the free throw line. Sets, fires, and he makes the first one. Extends Columbia City lead to 3. 5:23 left in this first quarter. Cam's second free throw, and he makes it. Columbia City leads 4-0 over Churubusco.
That's something we didn't see at the Canterbury game. Those we have a little softer rims than they do at the old Canterbury gym.
Yeah, that's very true. Ummel now on the other end of the floor quickly loads up a 3. That's an air ball, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Columbia City ball.
Yeah, it was an open shot there for the Eagles, but it might have been open for a reason.
That's very true. Columbia City on the other end of the floor now. It's Fuller. He tries to throw a pass to Hogue. It's nearly deflected. They kick it over to Hartman in the corner for a 3. Bang! There it is.
Yeah.
Saw it last week versus Canterbury. He got an early start there at the three-pointer, and he did again tonight. Eagles applying some trap defense here. It's now, let's see, that's Mass down in the left corner. Feeds it down low to Harstock, who puts up a shot. It's no good. Denning gets the rebound. He's pushing the floor, gets down to the free throw line, dishes over to Crawford. Crawford loses it, goes straight to Fuller on the right elbow, and Fuller travels.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that a lot in these JV contests. When you're dribbling and you have possession of the ball and you pick it up, you're being pressured, they're not going to call that foul if both hands are on the ball, and it causes you to take that third step.
Churubusco on the other end of the floor now. It is Brown, high right, swings it back over to Diedrich. top of the key, and then they'll hand it over to Mast. Mast trying to set something up here for this Busco offense, swings it over to Ummel, high left. Ummel gets a screen, gets down, goes baseline, puts up a shot, and he makes it.
Great floater there from the left block.
Columbia City on the other end of the floor now. It's Fuller. Penetrates down the free throw line, kicks out to Hogue, top of the key. Hogue drives, gets down to the right block in the paint, puts up a shot, and he makes it. A little circus act there from Cam Hogue.
Physical take right there by Cam Hogue, but it always works out.
Columbia City leads 9-2, 3:54 left in the first quarter. It's Ummel now for Busco. Swings it over to the big man, Brown, high left. Brown hands it over to Ummel, gets down to the free throw line from the end of the paint, elevates, fires, and he makes it.
The Columbia City Eagles really can't give the Churubusco Eagles that much separation.
Hartman now on the other end of the floor, down the baseline, and another easy lay-in for Columbia City.
Columbia City Eagles are going to take that all night with that lackluster defense that the Churubusco Eagles are coming out in.
Mast throws it up the floor to Brown, then they'll swing it back over to Mast, dribbling around in the right corner. Swings it back over to Ummel, top of the key. Ummel now is going to back to the half-court stripe, and then he'll throw it over to Harstock. Harstock throws it over to Diedrich. Top of the key now, holds it, picks up his dribble. And then he swings it over to Mast, high right. Mast dribbling around now, gets down on top of the key, fakes the three, and they're going to call a 3-second violation there on Busco.
Yeah, Ethan Hartstock stayed in there too long.
As Tyler Crossan will check into the game for Kobe Crawford.
He definitely brings more finesse in the paint, while Kobe Crawford brings that physical punch.
Fuller now, top of the key. Dribbling around, parking outdoors to his guys. Swings it over to Hartman, high left. Hartman doesn't dribble yet, now he does. Swings it back over to Fuller, top of the key. Fuller gets down, hands it over to Hartman, then they reverse the floor over to Hogue in the right corner. Hogue feeds it down low to Fuller, who nearly loses the handle of it, gets it, elevates, fires, and makes it.
Yeah, that's when it hurts as a defender to look at the ball instead of the chest.
Columbia City on top, 13-4, 2:30 left. Fuller nearly gets a steal there, but it'll be Busco ball as it went out on him.
A great hustle by Fuller there, though.
Yeah, he tried to get it before going out of bounds. Busco to inbound the ball in their backcourt. It'll be Ummel to bring it across the midcourt stripe. Gets across it, goes high left, gets down to the left wing. And then he'll back out and he'll go top of the key. Dribbling right now, gets a screen from his big man. Now goes down the left baseline, and he's trapped, and he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, that was not a foul by Hogue. That was just some solid defense there, and that was just, he was bigger than him there.
2:13 left in this first quarter. Columbia City leads 13-4 over county rival Busco. Battle of the Eagles here at Columbia City. It's Fuller to bring it across half court for Columbia City. Gets a screen from Crossan, gets down to the right elbow, and then throws it down to Crossan, down on the left block. Then they kick it out to Hogue. Hogue drives in the paint, puts up a shot, front rim, no good. Ball gets tipped in somehow. Crossan doesn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
Crossan got a hand on that, and luckily went in. Busco on the other end of the floor now. It's Scott. Swings it back over to Ummel, top of the key. And he's going to dribble around and set something up here. Heavily pressured by Crossan. Picks up his dribble, swings it over to Mast down on the right wing. Mast dribbling around now. Gets down to the right elbow, makes a move down to the right block, puts up a shot off the glass and scores.
That was quite the circus shot there from Mast.
He's able to penetrate into the paint effectively there. Fuller on the other end of the floor, and he's fouled on Mason Mast there, the 5'7" freshman for Busco.
Mast and Fuller might be the same grade, but you can just tell that the athleticism that Fuller has is just, multiple legs up above what Mast brings to the hardwood right now.
As Ash checks into the game for Hartman, Denning to inbound the ball to Hogue. They swing a cross-court pass over to Fuller on the left wing. Fuller holding it, has a dribble to get, gets down to the left elbow, into the paint, swings it over to Ash in the right corner, who penetrates, gets into the paint, puts up a shot with his left hand. That's off the mark. Rebound to Busco. Scott now loses the handle, and it'll be Columbia City ball.
Busco trying to push the tempo a little too much there, and got a little excited, lost the handle. And I think that was just offhand there.
Columbia City leading 15-6, a minute left in this first quarter. It's Ash now, swings it over to Hogue, to a cutting Fuller on the right block, and he makes it.
Great passing vision there.
Columbia City 17-6 now, 50 seconds left. It's Ummel now, gets down, goes down the baseline, tries to feed the pass to his big man. He gets to it. That's Brown. Brown kicks it over to Ummel in the corner for a long two. That's off the mark. Denning got the rebound, and he'll swing it over to Hogue, and they'll push it up the court to Fuller. Fuller now, 30 seconds left, dribbling around, gets down to the left elbow, elevates, fires, short arms it. Rebound goes to Crossan. Crossan makes a move in the paint, kicks it out to Hogue, top of the key for a three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Crossan. Ball being battered around now, gets away from him, and got two guys on the floor. Ball still on the floor. Crossan hits the deck, and a timeout for Columbia City.
Coach Feldman had enough of that. We saw that same scenario play out at Canterbury. Same timeout was called.
Yep.
And you just trying to get that ball off the floor.
10 seconds left for the Columbia City Eagles to try to find something offensively here at the end of the first quarter. Sam, you got some underwriters for us?
Tonight's game feed is brought to you by Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren Street in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen. Online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving northeastern Indiana since 1871. And this broadcast is also brought to you by Bart's Car Store's selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Stores offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store, serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne.
17-6, the Columbia City Eagles lead over the Churubusco Eagles in this county rivalry. The second one for Columbia City, as they already beat Whitco earlier, about 3 games earlier in the season. That was a relatively close junior varsity game, Sam, as you recall. It was a 4-point game and really came down to the wire as, as you like to say, it comes down to the free throws, and free throws are where it matters.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that, and that really came in big. I mean, the first high school game that Kobe Crawford's played in his life, he came really clutch at the free throw line, but also, the space that Whitco gave that they probably wish that they could get back, that they gave Brady Hartman on the 3-point line to seal the game.
Yep.
Cost the Wildcats the win.
Yep. This team's break huddle here after Columbia City's timeout. It'll be Denning to inbound the ball for the Eagles, just under the right portion of the basket. And let's see, throws it into Fuller in the right corner. Fuller will take it out top of the key and dribble around. 7 seconds left, 5. Tries to make a move down to the left wing, backs across, swings it over to Denning on the left wing. Denning penetrates into the paint, elevates, puts it up off the glass, and no good. Into first quarter action here at Columbia City. Columbia City leads 17-6 over Churubusco.
And that's just, Aiden Denning understood that the clock was there. That's probably a shot he wouldn't take normally if they've, they need a shot, and a high quality shot at that. But, just the awareness and the basketball IQ to put a shot up.
As it looks like they're going to make some substitutions here, Columbia City will. Biles going to check into the game, as well as Sam Eberly. But in the meantime, we got some underwriters for you.
WJHS Radio is brought to you by Mike & Sons Satellite and TV Services. Mike & Sons is an authorized Dish Network and DirecTV provider and is now offering 8-bay antenna TV hookups from Channel Master. That's up to 40 local channels from South Bend to Fort Wayne. With 30 years of service experience, Mike is here locally, hands-on for every customer. Mike & Sons is available on the phone at 260-213-3251 on Facebook and MikeandSonsSatellite.com.
It's forgetting Andrew Hedrick over here, messing with us a bit. He likes to do that. Theme for tonight's student section is ESPN, as we see Parker Baker and Cole Mosier down over there looking like us.
Yeah.
Better dressed than we are, but we're actually doing the broadcast.
I don't see any tie lines over there.
No, I do not. I see headsets, but I don't see a tie line, that's for sure. As teams break huddle here for the start of second quarter action, Churubusco will have the ball. Columbia City leads 17-6. And let's see, it'll be Mass to inbound it to Ummel, and Ummel across the midcourt stripe, and I'll throw it over to the big man Brown. Goes down to the left wing, and he hands it over to Scott, who kicks it out top of the key, over to Harstock. Swings it cross court over to Mast, dribbling around, high right wing, penetrates, backs out, gets down to the right elbow, loses handle of it as he's being trapped by Ash and Bile, and there's a jump ball, and it'll be Columbia City ball.
Yeah, that's just always a bonus when you have the arrow going your way.
Yep. And as we see Kaufman, he's checked into the game too. Didn't see him at halftime, but he's in. Ash to bring it across for the Columbia City Eagles. Swings it over to Eberly, and then they'll back it out to Bile, top the key. He throws a pass to a cutting Ash, who swings it over to Crossan on the free throw line, makes a move in the paint, puts it off the glass, and it's short. Ball goes to Busco. It's Mass now. Gets down to the free throw line, gets down all the way to the paint to the right block, puts up a layup that's off the mark. Ball goes to Kaufman.
Mask trying to go coast to coast there, just need to slow down his tempo.
Yep, Kaufman now on the right wing, slings it down onto the baseline to Bile, feeds it down to Crossan. Free throw line penetrates, puts it off the glass, and scores.
That was a Kobe Crawford-esque move there. Instead of using his finesse and the speed he has, he was able to put a body on.
Columbia City leads 19-6, 5:53 left in the second quarter. It's Elmo feeds it down low to Harstock on the left block. ball gets knocked away from him. It goes back into Busco possession. Hummel now top of the key for a 3, and he misses it, but there's a foul on the play. And it'll be on number 22, Ethan Harstock, the 6'2" freshman from Busco.
That's just what the Busco Eagles just need to, eliminate is those unneeded fouls that force turnovers.
Ash now across the midcourt stripe, swings it over to Kaufman on the right wing, feeds it down low to cross it on the baseline, and they'll back it out to Kaufman, and he'll rotate around to top of the key. Send Sam Eberly on the right wing, and he gives it to him, feeds it down low to cross in on the baseline, backs out to Eberly, right wing. Eberly makes a move down the free throw line, swings it over to Ash in the left corner. Ash feeds it down low to Bile, and puts up a shot. It's off the glass, doesn't go in. Rebound goes to Busco, and it's Harstock now. It goes baseline, and there's a foul on the play there, and it looks like it'll be on Eberly.
Yeah, Eberly could have taken charge there if the seat would have been set, but he couldn't seal off that edge.
No, he couldn't. He didn't have the step on him. And Kobe Crawford will check into the game, as well as Brady Hartman.
Yeah, I think Coach Hillman says, we don't want this game to get away from us. We want to keep playing as we have, and that means bringing in Kobe Crawford and Brady Hartman.
Yep. He's done a fair share of let's see, that's Crawford and Crossan. He's kind of gone 50-50 with their time so far this season, so we'll see how that turns out for the rest of the season. Busco now, dribbling around high right. It's Harstock, swings it over to Mast. Mast dribbling around now. Gets a screen from Harstock, and he'll swing it over to Hummel, high left. Hummel trying to set a screen, and he doesn't get it. He'll swing it back over to Hummel. Or no, check that, that's Mast. High right, swings it back over to Harstock, top of the key, throws it over to Hummel. Dribbles around, backs it over to Mast. Just dribbling around the arc right now. We'll hand it back over to Mast, high right. And let's see, they'll swing it over to Mast, high left on the left wing. Looking for something, doesn't dribble. Now he finally does, and he'll rotate back over to the top of the key.
So I'm really doing an amazing job with an off matchup here in the paint.
They'll swing it back over to Hummel, high right, and he'll just back away as they'll try to set something up here. They'll go down left to Mast. Mast now back over to Brown on the left elbow. He swings it back over to Hummel, top of the key, penetrates to the left elbow, kicks it over to Mast in the corner for a 3 off the mark. Rebound goes to Hartman. Hartman now will push the floor, and I'll swing it over to Bile on the left wing. Bile looking for something. Pump fakes, hands it over to Eberly. Eberly swings it over to Kaufman in the right corner, and then they'll swing it back over to Bile in the paint, and he's fouled as he gains control of the ball, and that'll be on Caden Hummel.
That was just some pent-up aggression there for the Busco Eagles. When you have the ball on your opponent's side of the court for what it felt like an eternity, and that was your highest quality shot was a corner 3 with not a ton of separation, and of course it didn't fall.
Yep. 3:49 left in this second quarter. Columbia City leads 19-6. Columbia City has the ball right now. It's Bile on the left block, kicks it out to Eberly in the left corner for 3. Bang! There it is. 2 3-pointers. One for Brady Hartman, one for Sam Eberly.
Must be in the relationship that they have.
Busco on the other end tries a 3 from the left wing that doesn't go in. Rebound goes to Crawford, who swings it over to Bile, pushes it over to Kaufman. Kaufman now on the other end of the floor, gets down to the right block, swings a cross-court pass over to Eberly, top of the key. He'll kick it back over to Kaufman on the right wing for a 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound goes to Busco. That's Scott.
And the Columbia City Eagles are going right back to what worked, and that's that 3-point line shot that they're so comfortable with.
Yep, Hummel now gets down into the left corner, and then he'll back it over to Scott. Scott penetrates, kicks it back over to Hummel in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound to Eberly there, and he'll push the floor. And he'll throw a bounce pass in between the legs of Brown that doesn't hit. Surprisingly doesn't hit Brown, and it's out in Columbia City there.
That was a pass that I hope he wouldn't have thrown in a close varsity contest.
Yeah. As Churubusco calls a timeout, and we have some underwriters for you.
WJHS is brought to you in part by Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life from Pee-wees to professionals to Olympians. With 18 locations in northern Indiana, including Fort Wayne, Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Decatur, Elkhart, Goshen, Huntington, and Warsaw, Indiana Physical Therapy is in Columbia City next to Oriental Buffet off of US 30. Indiana Physical Therapy online at indianacapitalbt.com.
Timeout for Churubusco here in the second quarter with 2:50 left, Columbia City leads 22-6 in this Eagles rivalry.
Yeah.
And what do you think Coach Feldman is telling his guys in the huddle right now?
You know, stay aggressive. I mean, the game plan's obviously going to be different. If going into half, if they still have this double-digit lead, and they know that at a moment's notice they can bring in Kobe Crawford and Brady Hartman to, you know, create that lead again and create that offensive spark. I think we're going to see a lot of guys that normally don't get a ton of minutes. I think we're going to see Caden Kaufman get a lot of minutes in this second half. Same with Zach Bile getting his confidence back and that shooter's touch. And I think Sam Ash will also get a significant amount of minutes in the second half.
Yeah, if Bile can regain the touch that he has around the paint, man, he's going to be deadly for the rest of the season. I mean, he had, what, a torn labrum?
Torn labrum. Same thing that Dalvin Cook is handling right now.
Yeah, so it's definitely not an injury that you want to deal with, especially when it's his left shoulder and he's a left-handed shooter.
Dominant shoulder, yeah.
Yep. Busco to inbound the ball here. It'll be Omo to come across the midcourt stripe. Be heavily pressured by Hartman, gets down to the top of the key, penetrates, and then he'll back it over to the big man, Brown, on the left elbow. Brown looking for something here, hasn't dribbled, and he swings it over to Harstock. Harstock on the right elbow, throws it to a cutting Diedrich, and he'll kick it out to Ummel. Ummel dribbling around now, gets down to the left elbow, over to the left wing, and then he'll swing it over to Scott. Scott now dribbling around high left, looking for something here, nearly loses the ball. Picks up his dribble, looking for something here. That ball's knocked away by Fuller, and it goes into Fuller's possession. Fuller on the other end of the floor in the paint, and an easy lay-in.
Yep, just that aggressiveness is what Stratton Fuller brings at the one position.
Columbia City leads 24-6. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Busco on the other end of the floor. That's Ummel who puts up a shot, and he's fouled.
I think he'll stay on the floor, though.
Yeah, okay, they're going to call that for it. Okay.
Well, I don't think, I think Mr. Klimek, the ref, understands that wasn't a shot he'd take unless he was, being fouled and trying to draw that and one.
Captain Klimek, as Coach Thompson likes to refer to him. Father of Spencer Klimek, one of the top finishers on the state golf team. As Busco inbounds the ball, Hogue picks it off, goes to the other end, coast to coast, easy lay-in.
This is when I think they're going to start playing back and, trying to have the Busco Eagles get a little bit of breathing room here on the defensive end.
Ummel on the other end of the floor, swings it over to his big man. Brown dribbles around high right, hands it to man who goes baseline. That pass is knocked away by Fuller, and it's going to be Busco ball.
Stratton Fuller almost had that toe drag swag to keep himself in bounds and to keep the ball in the Eagles' possession.
The Antonio Brown toe tap, yes. See, it's Mast inbounding the ball for Busco. Doesn't quite get it in, and he does, but it goes straight to Columbia City. It's Denning now on the other end of the floor. Goes coast to coast, and another easy lay-in there for Columbia City.
Yeah, this is what is, put Busco in this 22-point hole to begin with is these turnovers. And can they break, can they score double-digit points this game?
Ummel now, top of the key, picks up his dribble, throws it over to Harstock on the right wing, backs it over to Ummel, top of the key. Gets down to the left elbow, tries to throw a pass to Mast, and Mast isn't able to handle it. Columbia City ball.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of pent-up aggression here for the Busco Eagles. I think you're going to see some dumb fouls, some fouls of anger, and those going towards, easy points on the free throw line, especially if they're in the paint to Kobe Crawford.
Fuller now on the other end of the floor for Columbia City. Swings over to Crawford. Cross-court pass over to Denning on the right wing. Another cross-court pass over to Hartman in the left corner. Goes baseline, elevates, fires from mid-range. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Busco. And it'll be Mast to bring it up the floor. Gets down top of the key. Rotates around high right. And he'll let the dust settle. He'll swing it over to Harstock. Top of the key. And then they'll go over to Ummel. Ummel now, top of the key. Gets down to the left elbow. Backs out. Picks up his dribble, being heavily pressured by Crawford, and he'll get it over to Mast. Mast now swings it over to Harstock, high right. Harstock looking for something, hands it over to Diedrich. Diedrich goes into the paint, puts up a shot, fouled, and an and one.
That's from the volleyball line there, the near-sided one, and a little floater. Got the contact in the air, and the and one.
Chance to close the Columbia City lead from 20 to 19. Zatz fires, and it's off the mark. And it'll be Crawford who gets the rebound, and he'll swing it over to Fuller.
That's what separates the bad from the mediocre and the mediocre from the great is on the free throw line. You shoot above 80%.
You are very correct there, Sam. Fuller now being heavily pressured there by Ummel, and that's going to be a foul on Ummel. He's getting a bit too handsy there with Fuller. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Columbia City leads 28-8, 20-point lead. Fuller now gets across half court, 7 seconds left, gets down to the volleyball line, throws it over to Denning on the right wing, down over to Hogue on the baseline, to a cutting Fuller on the right block, throws it to Crawford, but time expires before Crawford can get that shot up. At the end of the first half, your Columbia City junior varsity team leads 28-8 over Busco's junior varsity team.
And a county rivalry game. You come out, and the future of both these schools is on the court right now, and you see that Columbia City's up 20 in a county rivalry game. I think that's got to be everything that Philman wanted. Coach Philman wanted.
Yep. And we'll see some of the varsity guys start to warm up here for their varsity game. At least just get some shots up. As I think the main story for tonight is for the varsity game, you got Carson Bunyan, who's a former Columbia City player, and Evan Love as well. They transferred over to Busco, so they're playing for the other Eagles team in the county, and I think that's just kind of the main headline tonight.
They're going to be playing against
this former teammates.
This isn't I think they play together in middle school. This isn't a middle school maroon versus white scrimmage for practice.
Yeah.
This is maroon versus black, for schools. This is completely different schools. I mean, you're gonna get a different diploma. Yeah.
So it should be interesting to see how Bunyan kind of adjusts to it, as well as Love. I mean,
but I think that playing with these guys, they have to know what their strengths and weaknesses are and where they can force them on the court to where they're uncomfortable.
Yeah. There's the whole thing of there's the whole game of advantages and disadvantages, and obviously. These guys for Columbia City, they most likely know Bunyan's weaknesses and how they're going to attack it, as well as that Coach Schaus as well. But then you kind of expect Bunyan to know some of the stuff about our Columbia City guys. So it should be interesting. I mean, Busco had 2 graduates, Landon Jordan and Jackson Paul, 2 players that went to Huntington to play college basketball, and they're playing there right now. So Busco definitely lost their 1-2 punch, and then they also lost one of their 3 guys who also went to Huntington to play as well. I just don't think he's been playing as much as Landon Jordan and Jackson Paul. But we saw that Coach Paul retired last year after Jackson graduated, so he could watch Jackson play in college. But still, that's a lot of firepower that this Busco team lost, Sam.
Yeah, and especially that of leadership abilities. I mean, it's never great when you see a big army of seniors leave your lineup, and it's going to be a leadership role that needs to be filled. And who's going to step into that? Will it be Carson Bunyan in the next few years, or who's going to fill? That's going to be a name that we're not familiar with on the box score. I'll be interested to see what that name is on that varsity lineup that we hear tonight.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see what transpires, but you can definitely expect some trash talk, some either friendly or not so friendly. We're not 100% sure as to how that's going to go tonight, but yeah, you'll see. I mean, for those of you that are watching the broadcast on YouTube, you guys will most likely see all the action that unfolds. But again, just another key thing for tonight on the Columbia City side of things. Elias Spellman returning to the lineup after an absence on Friday against Canterbury. So he'll be most likely returning to the starting lineup for Coach Schaus. And what do you think we can expect from him tonight?
And he just brings an offensive identity to this Eagles lineup. The Eagles are always better Spellman on the court, and that jumper that he brings to that lineup.
Jumper as well, just the shifty moves in the paint as well.
Just that shooter's touch is something that, it's really hard to teach, but once somebody has it, they have it for a long time.
Yeah, we see that with a lot of the guys in our lineup too, mostly everybody. I mean, we don't have I guess you can say we don't have a designated big man because everyone can shoot the ball from mid-range to three-point land. Like, you just kind of expect that with all of our guys. So it's interesting to see. I mean, Busco doesn't look like they have much size when you look at their varsity roster, Sam. Tallest guy on their varsity roster is 6'5", and everything else is 6'2" or below.
And that's the same height as Jackson Crawford, but then you go down the list and you have 6'4", Elias Spellman.
Yeah.
A lot of 6'2". We have 3 players with 6'2", and Baker, Mills, and Alex Hedrick. And the sophomore Brady Hartman's even 6'1".
Yeah, yep. So we'll see if Hartman gets some playing time. I know we kind of suspected that on Friday, as he only played the first 2 quarters. I mean, obviously it was mostly because of Spellman's absence, but with how Busco lost their firepower, a lot of people are wondering how Busco's going to be able to respond from that and how they're going to be able to to take on an Eagles team that has shown some pretty good talent so far this season. Got about 5 minutes left in this halftime break. Busco is the only team shooting right now halftime. Our guys are just kind of sitting here right in front of us, but yeah, student section's looking decent. Not as much as we'd like to see it.
It'll fill up, hopefully.
Hopefully it'll fill up. I mean, we got who's that? That's Parker Baker, Cole Mosier, and 2 other guys. They are the reporters, and you got everybody back behind them, full of jerseys and stuff, and looking like us, Sam.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll fill up, though. So
Look to be gaming headsets, I think they're using.
yeah, that's most likely what it is. I'd be willing to bet that. Let's see.
Well, I think if Hartman doesn't come out here and is a starter or is starting and gets pulled the first 2 minutes of this third quarter, I think that Coach Feldman is very aware that he's gonna, be pulling him to get some varsity minutes again tonight.
Yeah. Talk to you about some other Columbia City sports real quick. We've got swimming. They're in full swing as of right now. Trying to find the results from a couple nights. It may have been last night. Let's see. Swim final for the girls. Huntington. It was against Huntington North. Girls lost 68-85, but boys won 96-72. They are somewhere tonight, I believe. I'm not 100% aware, but they're at. They're out traveling. They only have, I think, 2 home meets this season.
I believe
think
so.
only 1 or 2. It's very few. But last night was senior night for the swim team. So I know a couple of them: Ashley Hoskins, Ian Harold, Matt Hoskins, just to name a few. They had their senior night last night. So congratulations to them, and hopefully they have a really good rest of their senior season, and then hopefully bring home a conference title, possibly a sectional title for swimming as well. And I know you talked about it. We've talked about it, I think, every broadcast that we've been on the air, Sam, is just how successful the fall sports were for Columbia City, and how we're trying to continue the trend here into the winter.
And I mean, you can't talk about basketball and not forget to talk about the girls basketball team, the 9-0, face the big NE8 opponent, Norwell. That's always been a tough match.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, that'll be interesting. That matchup is on Friday night. JV at 6, varsity at 7:30.
And if you are a student, you get in for free with
student
ID.
Free. Yep. You better be wearing blackout though. That's for sure. We're going to be going all blackout. So Coach Shear and her girls are getting ready for that game. And then on Saturday, boys team, they host Carroll. JV tip-off at 6, varsity at 7:30. So it'll be it's a good week for Columbia City sports, as Andrew Hedrick's going to join us here at the table. He probably wants a shout out, so we'll go ahead and give it to him. Andrew Hedrick here. So, but yeah, Sam, going into the second half, I mean, when you look at things, Columbia City has a 28-8 lead. And what do you think that the Eagles need, or Columbia City Eagles need to continue to go on and win this county rival game and be the county champs in the junior varsity realm?
They just have to keep their foot on the pedal until the fourth quarter. If they have a really sizable lead, one that's even larger than 20 points, I think they'll start to take their, foot off the gas. They'll burn around, 30 to 40 seconds every offensive possession just to, eliminate what has been a really rough night for the Busco Eagles.
Yeah. And you also expect to see possibly, if that lead gets bigger, a running clock and potentially an earlier start time for the varsity game. So as both teams are warming up, we got a minute and a half left in the halftime intermission here. And Sam, it's been a relatively clean game as far as fouls and all the talk and the physicality. Like it's just kind of been on the low. I mean, it's not something that we're kind of used to for a county rivalry game. We expect to see the physicality, the kind of the trash talk, the talk in between possessions, and just haven't really seen that. I mean, the majority of it has been Columbia City domination so far, and Churubusco really hasn't responded much. But it's kind of weird because against Whitco, I mean, we saw just a ton of physicality, a ton of fouls, and it's a much different feeling here tonight against this Busco team.
I think this Busco team understands how potent this Columbia City JV offense and entire team is, even though their JV team, I mean, they're 3-0. They've been tested twice, I believe. Whitco was a really strong test early in the season around that Thanksgiving time. Whitco as that one, and then at 2, Warsaw. Warsaw, they're not going to face a better big than Jaeger, that 6'7" monster from Warsaw.
Jeez.
And their entire offense from Warsaw seems to run around Jaeger, but for Whitco, it was always around those shooters and that ball handling. And, the Eagles have been tested, Columbia City Eagles have been tested, every game so far. And even at Canterbury, it was facing that adversity.
Yep. I know Coach Schaus liked to talk post-game interview. He said that, he didn't particularly like the way that both the JV and the varsity guys came out, like mentality-wise, but both teams got the win. Varsity had a bit more of a tougher battle than JV did, but they got the job done. And Andrew Hedrick led with 25, Crawford with 22 before he fouled out. So second half action underway here at Columbia City High School between Busco and Columbia City. Busco has the ball. It's Mast dribbling around top of the key, looking for something. Swings it over to Harstock, high left. Swings it down into the left corner to Brown. Brown looking for something, makes a move into the paint. Dishes it out into the right corner over to Diedrich. Throws a cross-court pass that's nearly picked off by Hartman, but controlled by Ummel of Busco. Ummel goes baseline, makes a move, step back, elevates, and misses it. Rebound goes to Crawford, and he'll push it up to Fuller. Top of the key now, gets down to the right elbow, puts a smooth move in the paint, elevates, fires, that rolls around the rim, doesn't go in. Rebound to Crawford, though, who puts it up, and an easy bucket there for Crawford.
That's a perfect compare and contrast of what Luca Brown brings to the Busco Eagles, which is not that physicality in the paint, and what Toby Crawford does bring to the Columbia City Eagles, which is the ability to make those contested shots.
Brown now on the other end of the floor, hands it over to Diedrich. Dribbles around, hands it over to Mass, top of the key. Mass now back around to the free throw line, swings it over to Harstock. Harstock dribbling around the volleyball line, hands it over to Ummel. Ummel makes a move down to the free throw line to the right elbow, kicks it over to Mast, who penetrates into the paint. Ball is stripped away from him. Multiple guys hit the floor, and it'll be a jump ball, and it looks like it will be Columbia City possession.
Yeah, great awareness there to jump on that loose ball by the Eagles, knowing you have the arrow.
5:34 left in this third quarter. Columbia City leads 30-8 in this junior varsity game. It's Denning on the other end of the floor for the Eagles. Swings it back over to Fuller, and then they'll reverse the court over to Hartman in the left corner. He'll throw it down over to Hogue on the block, and he's fouled before he elevates.
Great pass, though, by Hartman to understand that, Hogue's got that size match up there in the paint, and, he can play with about any big with that physicality.
Hartman to inbound the ball, throws it into a cutting Hogue, kicks it back over to Hartman in the corner for a long two, and he makes it.
Yeah, that deep range, even that it was a two-pointer, you said that deep two, that's good from any range for Brady Hartman.
Mast on the other end, and he gets down in the paint. There's a jump ball, but it'll stay Busco possession as there was already an arrow change. And let's see, that'll be Scott to check into the game for Busco.
Busco get an open shot here, really needs an elevator screen to get something going.
Scott in the right corner swings it over to Ummel. Ummel dribbling around on the right wing, reverses over to top the key. And he'll dish it back over to Scott, who dribbles around on the right wing. And there's a foul on the play, and it looks like that'll be on Hartman. Blocking foul.
That's one that he's not going to throw a fit about, but you can see he's frustrated with that call.
Yeah. It kind of seems like the Stripes are trying to maybe limit the amount of physicality, maybe, Sam. As Ummel will come across the midcourt stripe, gets down to the left wing, and then he loses control of it. Hartman hits the floor, and he'll throw it away, and then there will be another jump ball, third one in the third quarter, and it'll be Columbia City ball now.
And that's, once again, the Eagles, the basketball IQ that they've been instilled with them with that Coach Feldman offense and defense. Know where the ball is at all times.
Fuller now for Columbia City, dribbling around high right, swings it over to Hogue, top of the key, and then they'll swing it down over to Hartman in the left corner. Hartman backs it over to Fuller, top of the key. And he'll swing it back over to Hogue, high left. Hogue penetrates, gets it over to Hartman, who gets down to the left elbow, kicks it out to Denning, and Denning travels. As he had an open shot, and I think Coach Philman told him to shoot it afterwards after he already traveled, but he had an open look there, Sam.
And that natural instinct might be to, get a little bit of separation there, but, when you pick up your dribble, it's hard to do.
Yep. Ball is knocked away there by Fuller on the defensive play. Busco to inbound the ball again. It'll be Scott inbounding it to Ummel into the backcourt. Ummel now gets across to the midcourt stripe. Flips it over to Scott, feeds it down low to the big man Brown. He tries to make a move in the paint. That ball is stripped away from him by Crawford. And ball goes out on Crawford as he's not able to save it in time.
You have to appreciate the hustle there to go get it, but I think he understood that the Busco Eagles' rotating possession was better than him diving into a Gatorade tank.
Yep. Hummel now for Busco. Gets down to the right corner, tries to go baseline. That's shut down by Hartman. Throws a pass over to Brown, and then they'll back it out to, let's see, that's Scott, top of the key. Scott dribbling around on the volleyball line and is quickly found by Fuller. And Fuller's obviously frustrated by that because he thinks he got all ball there.
You know, flesh and leather sound a bit different.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we can't hear it quite that well, but it'll be Busco ball. Elmo now dribbling around on the new Columbia City logo. Hands it over to Scott. Scott dribbling around high right, being heavily pressured by Fuller as he tries to knock it away, and he does. It just goes straight to, let's see, that's Diedrich. Tries to throw a pass over to Hummel, and then there's another foul on the play, and it'll be on Hummel. Hartman looked back as if he thought that was going to be on him.
Yeah, he might have been a little upset by that foul Hummel, but, you know, that stopped an easy two.
Hogan bounds the ball for the Eagles with 3:23 left in the third quarter. Columbia City leads 32-8. It's Fuller now, makes a move in the paint, throws it to Crawford on the left block, puts up a shot off the glass, doesn't go in. There's a foul on the floor, though. And it looks like it'll be on Scott of Busco.
Yeah, it's just, you know, as a big, whenever you take that ball down, you lose all your size, which is why you see elite bigs, especially in, you know, college and professional levels, you know, being able to time that putback, you know, exactly right on time. You don't lose any of that height that, you know, God gave you.
Fuller inbounds the ball to Hartman. He'll load up from the corner. No good. Rebound goes to Hogue, who jumps out of the ceiling, elevates, fires on the right block. That doesn't go in either. Elmo with the rebound, and he's pushing it up the floor. Gets down to the right wing, elevates, fires from the right wing, and that doesn't go in. Rebound to Hartman. And they've got numbers here. 5-on-4, feeds it down over to Cam Hogue on the right block, and that ball is knocked away from him, but it'll be Columbia City ball.
That was great get-back defense, though, by Caleb Babcock, the 5'6" guard, to go up there and contest Cam Hogue's shot, who's got a few pounds on him.
Yeah. Fuller inbounds the ball to Hogue there on the right block. That shot is blocked, and he gets his own rebound, elevates, fires. That doesn't go in. He short arms it. Ball goes to Crawford, and there's a foul there on the play, and it'll be on Hummel.
You can just, you know, the body language as a player, you know, you really can't, you know, show the opposing team that you're that defeated. You know, head down, shoulder shrug to getting taken out and being put in the game is not a good look for the Busco Eagles.
Yep, as Mass will check into the game for Hummel, and Hartman inbounds it to Crawford, who feeds it over to Hogue on the right block. That's an easy lay-in for Hogue. 34-8, Columbia City leads. 2:36 left in the third quarter. It's Mass bringing it across the midcourt stripe for Busco, being heavily pressured by Fuller. Dribbling around now, gets down to the volleyball line, gets a screen from Scott, gets down to the right corner, and then he'll hand it over to Scott in the right corner. Doesn't dribble, now he does. Makes a move, penetrates, kicks it over to Babcock, top of the key. And then he'll back it out to Mast, he'll hold, swing it over to Harstock, and then down over to Babcock in the left corner. And he tries to throw a pass down to the big man. That's deflected. He regains possession, puts up a shot off the glass, doesn't go in. Rebound to Hartman. He pushes it up to Denning. Denning's got numbers, 3-on-3, 4-on-3, and then he'll let the dust settle. Kicks it over to Crawford, who makes a spin move in the paint.
That was an amazing move there by Kobe Crawford. 3 guys on him, puts them all in the spin cycle, and gets that layup.
Mass now for Busco as they trail 8-36, a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Mass now dribbling around. Kicks it over to Scott on the right wing. Scott dribbling around, being heavily pressured by Crawford. Crawford tries to knock that away from him. Swings it over to Mast, who has that knocked away by Hartman, but he quickly regains possession. Then he'll swing it over to Harstock, high left, feeds it over to Babcock in the left corner, and he tries to throw a pass down to the big man, Gump, and that's going nowhere. Goes straight to Columbia City. Columbia City on the other end floor. It's Hartman baseline for an easy lay-in.
And now I believe that the Eagles' mentality is let's hold Busco to just a single-digit score on the scoreboard.
That'd be a fair goal, Sam. Scott now on the other end of the floor, elevates from mid-range in the paint. That doesn't go in. Hogue looking up forward to Denning, and that's an easy little layup there for Denning.
Yeah, it's just, you know, Churubusco has to get back on defense, and they just need to stop the onslaught after this 32-point deficit.
48 seconds left in the third quarter, and the ball gets knocked away from Mass there. And it'll be Columbia City
I
ball.
think start this. I think after this 48 seconds go by and tick off the clock, I think we're going to see a huge lineup overhaul for this fourth quarter for the Columbia City Eagles.
Yep, you could probably expect it with a 32-point lead. Hartman now on the left wing, swings it back over to Fuller, top of the key, back over to Hartman in the left corner, elevates, that doesn't go in, rebound to Hogue, puts up and off the glass and scores.
Cam Hogue's box scores. You got a check box about every single one this tonight.
28 seconds left, Busco on the other end of the floor, it's Mast in the left corner, being heavily pressured by Hogue. And ball gets knocked away from him, he regains the ability to dribble and hand it over to Ummel. Ummel now tries to go baseline, that's blocked off by Hogue, and then they'll back it out to Mast, high left. Mast gets a screen, gets down to the left wing, and he'll throw a cross-court pass over to Diedrich, who elevates from downtown. That's off the mark, short-armed it. Rebound goes to Denning, over to Crawford, who elevates from three-pointer, and he short-arms it. Big man couldn't quite make it there as he had somebody in front of him.
The whole Varsity line would have exploded.
Yeah, they would have, that's for sure. No, Andrew Hedrick was jumping through the roof over here. At the end of third quarter action, Columbia City leads Churubusco 42-8 in this University game. And Sam, you got some underwriters for
Tonight's game is brought to you by the attorneys at Myers, Hockemeyer, and McNaghy LLP. Tonight's located across from the post office in Columbia City. They're on the line at 260-248-2224 and on the web at WWHitleyLaw.com. And WJHS posts game highlights and schedules on Facebook. Give us a like and a follow.
As third quarter action has ended here at Columbia City High School in this University game, Columbia City leads 42-8 over Busco in their second county rivalry game of the season. First one against Whitco went well for the JV team. They won 40-36. And then it's looking like we're going to see a whole lineup change here for the Eagles, or for the Columbia City Eagles, as they can rest a majority of the guys that dress for varsity. We got a completely new lineup, and we got Ash, Eberly, Crossan, Bile, and Kaufman.
You know, that's just as we expected, just as we said, just as we anticipated.
Yeah.
Whole new five on that lineup, but that's not giving up any skill. I mean, you have Bile, Ash, Eberly, Crossan, and Kaufman still in that game. I mean, Crossan's still going to be a threat in that paint.
Yeah, he's just as shifty as Crawford is. As we saw, Crawford put a couple of the Busco guys through the spin cycle. Busco inbounds the ball, and they'll throw it over to Ummel for the top of the key for a three, and he makes it.
Well, the goal of keeping the Churubusco Eagles under double digits has officially surpassed.
Ash now on the other end of the floor, a little teardrop shot in the paint that doesn't go in. Then they'll kick it out to Eberly as they get the rebound. Throws it over to Crossan in the right corner, back over to Eberly, throws it down to Bile. Cross-court pass over to Ash in the left corner, who fakes it, goes into the paint, throws up a shot off the left block. That doesn't go in. Busco now on the other end of the floor. It's Ummel who penetrates, elevates from like the second or third block, and doesn't go in, and there's a foul on Busco there.
This is just when the Churubusco Eagles just have to eliminate being sloppy, and they can't let this game get any more away from them than it already has.
Yep, as Kaufman will come across the midcourt stripe with 6:15 left in the fourth quarter. Columbia City leading 42-11. Throws it over to Eberly. They feed it down low to Bile, who makes a move in the paint, puts it off the glass, and scores. No worry about a shoulder there.
Those type of shots, those floaters, and those where he's being pressured with his dominant shoulder still under rehab is where he's going to have to get his confidence back.
Mast on the other end of the floor is fouled. That'll be on Eberly. As Busco will be able to inbound it just under the right part of the basket.
This is where, just no fouls here, just play clean basketball. You're up by 33.
Ummel now on the right wing, swings it over to Mast. He'll dribble around top of the key and give it back to Ummel high left. They play catch and throw it over to Mast, top of the key, who elevates from top of the key. That's blocked by Crossan as he got up there and showed off his wingspan there, Sam.
Maybe on a fast break here with a picked pocket, he can show us that he can get his head at rim height.
Yep, Ummel elevates from top of the key and he makes it. He's 2 for 2 from top of the key.
Maybe that's the spark that the Busco Eagles could have used way earlier in the game.
Yes, yeah. They trail by 30, 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. And Kaufman on the other end of the floor for Columbia City throws it over to, let's see, that's Ash in the left corner. Then they'll back it out. Top of the key, they'll swing it back over to Ash, who penetrates in the paint, goes across it, and puts it off the glass and scores.
Great floater there off balance, able to use his wingspan and his reach to flip it over and under the other side.
Mass now high left, being heavily pressured by Eberly. Gets a screen, gets down to the left corner. Ball's knocked away from him, and it will remain Busco ball. As let's see, it'll be Babcock to check into the game for the Churubusco Eagles. I keep saying that, man. It trips me up the only time that we have the same mascot the entire season, and I'll make a mistake every now and then. That's all right. Babcock to inbound the ball for Churubusco, throws it into Ummel in the left corner. Ummel gets around to the free throw line, elevates, and he misses it. And Columbia City gains possession, and that ball is quickly knocked away by Babcock of Busco. And they get a foul, and it looks like it'll be Dawson Gump that'll go to the free throw line.
You could see on the sideline, Coach Wolves, the assistant head coach. Coach Wolves' head just dropped because you really can't be fouling, especially with a lead or being down this far.
Yep. Gump from the free throw line, as I believe it is Busco's first trip to the free throw line tonight, and he makes his first free throw.
Going back on that point, it's like the 3-0 count in baseball. The batter's got his bat on his shoulder.
And he misses the second one, hits backboard, and there's a foul on the play, maybe? Or
I'll push off for a lane violation on the Busco Eagles.
Yeah, I think lane violation. I think that's what it was. Didn't get the signal to the scorer's table for a foul. Kaufman on the other end for Columbia City swings it over to Everly, back over to Bile, top of the key. Bile looking for something, swings it over to Crossan, throws a pass to a cutting Ash, and that's an easy lay-in for Sam Ash.
Yeah, that was just amazing execution there. 2 screen-aways to create the open shot off the baseline.
Ummel now dribbling around, top of the key, feeds it down on the right elbow to one of his big men. That's stripped away. And then Columbia City regains possession, then Busco strips it away, and they throw it down in the paint, and they miss a shot, and it'll be Columbia City ball.
Yeah, it's just, you don't need inbounds play here. You just got to get the ball in.
And then Bile inbounds it over to Ash. Ash now gets across the midcourt stripe, swings it back over to Kaufman. Kaufman dribbling around on the new logo, gets down the left wing, swings it back over to Ash, and they'll reverse it to the top of the key to a cutting Kaufman now in the paint, and he misses it. Rebound to Busco, that's Babcock now.
That was that same play that they used to get Sam Ash that jumper, and just couldn't fall for Caden Kaufman.
Yep, Ummel now on the other end of the floor for Busco. Tries it, he pump fakes a step back there, but throws it over to, who is that? That's Gump. Gump now, top of the key, being heavily pressured by Bile. Ball gets knocked away from Gump, and it'll be a foul on Bile.
15, Zach Bile.
And it'll be, I believe, the team's 5th?
I assume so. Yeah, it is.
3:42 left in the fourth quarter. Columbia City leads 48-15. Ummel now for Busco, dribbling around, being heavily pressured by Kaufman. Still dribbling around, reverses the floor, goes to the top of the key, and it goes off of Columbia City. And Busco will retain possession of the ball, be Ummel to inbound it. Looking for something else, looking for another option, throws it into Gump, the other Gump, actually. Throws it to his brother Dawson, check that. And then they'll back it out to Babcock. Babcock now dribbling around, gets down to the right wing, penetrates, throws it into the corner to, I believe that's Diedrich for a 3, that's no good. Rebound to Crossan, throws it up to Eberly, and Eberly's pushing the floor now. And he'll let the dust settle. Try to throw a cross-court pass over to Crossan, that's picked off by Babcock. And he pump fakes and an easy lay in there.
There might be some starting roster lineup changes for the Busco Eagles. As they have way more spark here with the people coming off the bench than they did their actual starters.
Yep. Kaufman now for Columbia City, swings it over to Bile, top of the key. Bile now holding it, doesn't dribble, gets down to the left elbow, gets down to the left block, and an easy lay in there as nobody really tried to defend him.
Yeah, they just got to get more scoring opportunities with Bile where he drives in and regains that confidence.
Ummel now comes across half court, dribbling around, hands it over to Tyler Gump, top of the key, and he'll throw a cross-court pass over to Babcock. That's picked off by Ash, who feeds it down low to Bile. That's a miscommunication. Ash regains possession, puts up a shot twice, 3 times now, and finally makes it.
Third time's the charm.
Yep.
On and off the hardwood.
52-17, Columbia City leads over Busco in this county rivalry game. 2:11 left in the fourth quarter in this JV contest. It's Babcock now dribbling around. Throws a cross-court pass over to Ummel, who gets down to the free throw line, into the paint, elevates. That shot is blocked. Ball goes to Columbia City. Kaufman throws a pass up to crossing and an easy lay-in.
It's perfect opportunity for a dunk there, but once you feel, Tyler Gump, his forearm in your back, you really can't elevate like you want to.
Hummel now, high left, being heavily pressured by Eberly. He throws it down. That pass is, it's an errant pass. Columbia City possession now, and Ash goes up strong, and he's fouled hard by Hummel.
Yeah.
As Hummel's showing a bit of frustration here.
That's one where, you see a lot of soft fouls on those and ones, but that's some where anger, aggression, and just pent up, madness occurs. And, I think he's trying to get his fouls worth.
Yep. Minute 35 left in the fourth quarter. Columbia City leads 54-17, and Ash will make a trip to the free throw line for Columbia City. As the Straps are getting something confirmed with the scores table. As Ash awaits his free throw opportunities.
Hopefully not an illegal substitution like we saw.
Oh my goodness, yes. We saw way too many of those at Whitco. Ash now for his free throws. First one he sets, fires, and he makes it. Extends Columbia City's lead. Ash now, second free throw, gets the ball. Sets, fires, and he makes the second one. Nothing but net on both. Columbia City leads 56-17 with nearing a minute and a half left in this JV game. It's Babcock now on the other end of the floor for Busco, and he throws an errant pass to a guy that isn't there. Columbia City ball.
The man who was there that Babcock was looking at cut at the wrong time, and that's just a lack of communication.
Bile now to inbound the ball for Columbia City, throws it into Eberly. And Eberly will get across midcourt, gets down to the left wing, then he'll back it over to Kaufman, and then they'll swing it over to Bile, reverse the court over to Ash in the right corner. Ash now makes a move, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Kaufman in the left corner. Kaufman pump fakes, kicks it out to Eberly high left. Eberly now just holding, 58 seconds left. Just looking to burn some clock here. Kaufman now high right, swings it over to Ash, top of the key. Ash nearly loses it, regains possession. Long two there, and that's off the mark. And Busco will regain possession. It's Babcock now.
Yeah, this is just where if the Columbia City Eagles regain possession here, they're just going to milk this clock.
And an errant pass there for Busco as Columbia City knocks it away, but it'll remain Busco ball. Running clock, 30 seconds left. And it's looking like this will be the end of it, Sam, as Busco inbounds the ball, and it does not go into Busco's possession. Turnover.
Yeah, this is just where, they can mess around. As long as they get the inbound in and across half court, this will be all over, and they won't even inbound the ball.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't, not sure. Running clock.
3, 2, I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, nope, not even going to inbound the ball. That's the end of this junior varsity game. Columbia City improves their record to 4-0. Columbia City gets the win tonight, 56-17 over Busco, the county rival.
And that entire game, it just wasn't close, Sean.
No, it was not.
No.
Right from the get-go, Columbia City set the tone of the game, and they just really extended their lead from there. Nearly a 40-point victory there for the Eagles for the Columbia City Eagles over Busco. As JV guys will trot off the court, and it looks like we'll see the appearance of our varsity guys here sometime soon. Matt Curry and Andrew Thompson soon to call the varsity game. Yeah, they're on deck. Curry. He's not paying attention. It's all right. He's got the mohawk going tonight.
Tight fade with mohawk.
Yeah.
The broadcast look.
As we got Kissinger in front of us too. Oh, the bow. Thank you. I didn't need the kiss though. Sam, I mean, like you said, this game wasn't really a competition. I mean, after the first 3 minutes of the game, it's just all Columbia City from there, and we'll see our varsity guys appear here soon. But I mean, this is some great momentum going into the end of the game on Saturday against Carroll. And varsity guys appear now. Our student section are actually standing up. That's filled in a bit more. And they'll start their warm-ups. I mean, what do you think we can expect going into Saturday? I mean, there's not really much that Columbia City need to improve on based on tonight, but what do you think that they?
I think Sam Eberly running the one. That passing vision might need some tuning up. He had a few errant passes that didn't lead to Busco points off turnovers because they just couldn't execute anything. I mean, they called the timeout multiple times to try and draw up an inbound play that leading points, and it always either ended up in Columbia City's hands or on the other end for 2.
As we see the appearance of Carson Bunyan and Evan Love and the Churubusco Eagles. And this team's starting their warm-ups. We'll just kind of ad-lib until we get Andrew Thompson and Matt Curtis. Ryan Comfort comes across. Didn't even show up for the Bloodso Sports Beat recording this afternoon. Got to give him a little crap for that, but that's all right. As let's see, student section still standing out there, being relatively loud. I think they're shouting towards Bunyan and Love. I think that was the plan tonight. As I was talking to Parker Baker earlier in school, I think the plan may or may not to be booing Bunyan and Love whenever they touch the ball. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know how mentally tough they're going to be. Yeah,
they're going to be definitely tough on Bunyan and Love. You can kind of expect that. I mean, they went about 10 minutes up the road to Busco to play for the other Eagles in town, and I mean, looking for this this varsity contest. I mean, the varsity team looks to improve to 3-1 under head coach Matt Schaus, and I mean, what else? What else a better night to have another county rivalry game? I mean, we split it 1-1, 1 home, 1 away. And they beat Whitco, as you'd like to say, before Thanksgiving. The traditional pre-Thanksgiving game against Whitco kind of feasted against Whitco in their defense. And I mean, looking forward to this varsity game tonight. I mean, like we said, there's only one guy that's over 6'2" for Busco, and Columbia City's got the size. They've got they've got a higher average of height than
that's correct
than Busco does. So, I mean, Columbia City definitely has the size advantage. But what do you think we can expect from Coach Schaus and this Columbia City Eagles team as they look to improve their record tonight?
I mean, something with the coaching staff on the freshman team level, the JV team level, and the varsity team level is the offensive and defensive identity are going to be the same, because you're going to be growing these players throughout this entire program. And if you can get them comfortable with the hardest stages, which is learning the entire playbook, and what the audibles and so on and so forth, what those changes on the court can be from the guard position, it's just going to be, I think there's going to mirror what happened in the JV game, because if it worked against the JV team, that varsity team is going to come out in a similar offensive package.
Yeah. As both coaches shake hands and trading pleasantries before tonight's battle. As you may possibly see during the broadcast, Coach Paul for Churubusco retired last year, and we have a new coach in there for the varsity team. Let's see. Shannon Beard is the new head coach for the varsity team for Busco, so he's in his first year as head coach of that varsity team. So it should be interesting to see how his team does this season with the absence of Coach Paul. But then as well, Busco losing some major firepower with Jackson Paul and Landon Jordan. They both moved on, as we were kind of talking about during halftime. They both moved on to Huntington to play college ball, and they're both playing pretty well over there down in Huntington and in the Crossroads League. But I mean, Busco, like you said, they've lost some major leadership with those two guys. And I mean, you're coming into this game and you've got, let's see how many seniors Busco has. They have they got 3 seniors this year. One of them, Cal Ostrowski. Another one, Carson Bunyan, again, former player for Columbia City, and Evan Love, again, another former player for Columbia City. So, I mean, those are your 3 seniors this year, and I mean, both for Evan Love and Carson Bunyan, this is their first year in this program, and it's their only year in this program. So, I mean, they're the seniors. They're coming into a team that they really don't know that well. So, what do you think we can expect from them, and how they're going to lead their team on the floor tonight?
I think it's going to be very similar to what they did, in Columbia City, and just the presence that they bring on the offensive side of the ball. But, defensively, how are they going to be able to communicate with each other since they're very comfortable in that? Stopping Spellman since he's back, stopping Crawford in the paint, and, stopping the shooting ability that both Hedricks bring to the hardwood.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one thing that we've got to note as well was the return of Alex Hedrick to varsity basketball after a 2-year hiatus. He played his freshman year, and then he didn't play for his sophomore junior season, mainly because of the fact that he wanted to focus on golf after making it to stay his freshman year. And he returns his senior season to play with his brother Andrew on the hardwood, as well as on the links. So he's already kind of made his presence somewhat known on that team. He's been a good senior leader. I've heard from some of the guys he's leading well in practice, and he's been a key contributor coming off the bench as well, both in on the defensive presence, but then also on the offensive presence, having a couple of buckets here and there.
Bunyan, student section is going to be absolutely ruthless to him. You've got people are wearing his old jersey from middle school. They're wearing his old practice jersey. They got his number, and I think it's going to be really hard for him to stay mentally tough when he's being heckled by 85 of what used to be his friends.
We got about 12 minutes left in this warm-up period for the varsity game. We got Andrew Thompson already right in front of us. He's going to be coming on the air in about 6.5, 7 minutes, somewhere in that time frame.
Yeah, and then if you want to talk about athleticism on the court, we talked about Stratton Fuller, but then you want to talk about Rhett Wilson. He's part of a dying breed of athletes, a 3-sport athlete. He just picked up. He picked up tennis this season, and it was influential in helping us, our entire tennis team, to our our second ever in 10 years. Our first one was in 2011. Our second was in 2021 this year. He was influential in leading us with his doubles performances on the court. He plays tennis, basketball, and golf. And I only play 2 sports. You play golf, and you also were managing that volleyball team. Had a really great deep run, and that's something that's really impressive.
Yeah, we've got a great tradition of sports here at Columbia City, and we definitely have the fan base to back it up as the gym is starting to fill up. Sam, I cannot tell you how great it is to see the amount of people that we have in the gym. We've got the band in here for the first time. Very first season. Student section is obviously as packed as it can be. Historically, our student section has been quite loud and quite rambunctious. I know, talking to some of the Comfort brothers, they say that student section was a much more, in their opinion, it was much more loud in their days, and a lot more chanting towards the opposing team.
But yeah, stay tuned for this varsity contest with Matt Curry and Andrew Thompson, and you might actually be able to hear the student section through the headset chanting, Carson Bunyan or something else. Especially if he's shooting. Hopefully, the Eagles can pull away early in this one. But if it's a rivalry game, you never know what can happen. If it comes down late and Carson Bunyan is shooting key free throws towards the Columbia City student section.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna have some choice words for Carson, I would assume, but yeah, we got Andrew Thompson, Matt Kerr coming on in around 5 minutes. Another Columbia City sports swim team, girls team lost to Huntington North last night. Guys team beat Huntington North. They travel again tonight. Not sure where they're at. Senior night was last night for them though, so they had their seniors recognized. Wrestling, I haven't heard much about wrestling lately. They had a junior varsity tournament up at DeKalb on Saturday. Didn't get the results from Coach Strauss there, but still, our wrestling program is not one to be forgotten about, just because of the fact of its rich history and the performances that it has had from individuals as well as teams over the past couple of years. Obviously, the IHSAA does not put on the state wrestling tournaments. The Coaches Association for Indiana Wrestling has to put that on for their team events. When you get to the IHSAA sanctioned state tournament, it's an individual thing, but still, we have had so many Columbia City wrestlers over the past decade make it to state individually and have much success there. But yeah, they are definitely one to not forget about, as they as they look to improve their season, potentially get a sectional title, move on to regionals. I mean, they have the track of sectional, regional, semi-state, and then state. So they have that track to go through. But yeah, and then also, like you said, during halftime, Sam, Columbia City Lady Eagle basketball, they are 9-0 to start off this season. They are hot. They play Norwell, the conference rival, on Friday night. Theme is blackout for the student section.
You're going to talk about a rowdy student section right now. I mean, what's this gym going to be like on Friday night?
Yes, yeah, I'd imagine that Norwell's student section is going to travel
well too,
just because they have a good team too, so they're going to have a lot of support behind them. So I'd assume that they have a good amount of people travel up here all the way down from what is it? It's Ossian, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see how that gym is packed. I'm assuming it's going to be packed. Doesn't matter if Norwell student section comes or not. We're going to have a large fan base for Columbia City just because of the fact that our Lady Eagles have started off very, very strong.
Yeah.
And they will look to improve to 10-0 on Friday night, and then 2-0 in the conference. And I mean, they've had some great freshmen. Addison Baxter coming in and playing some key, crucial minutes and providing crucial points to that Columbia City Lady Eagle offense, as well as Molly Baker coming out from volleyball season, having that transition to basketball. And then you have Danny Dunham, who's playing. She's a senior this year, but she's got her only year with Coach Shear, and she's been doing a really good job. I know Matt Curry says that he really likes to watch her just because she's just a really good athlete. She can run the floor, and she can be very physical when needed.
Yeah, she always knows where the ball is, got the great basketball IQ, and also brings that athleticism to track and field as well.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes. I believe she pole vaults, yeah, and she made it to, I think she made it all the way to like regional or semi-state last year. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't talked to her in a bit, but yeah, she made an impressive run in the track postseason last year. As Andrew Thompson's over here talking to the music guys. I believe that's Justin Daly over there too.
Hopefully he'll make his way over.
Yeah, he will. He likes to talk. Yeah. Matt Curry knows he likes to talk. Yeah. But we'll have Andrew Thompson here on momentarily. But Sam, I mean, you want to thank our underwriters one last time? Who we got there on that underwriter sheet? We got.
We have the Willie County's Winter Farmer Market is just left. So now, yes, the Willie County Farmers Market has a winter market, and the Willie County Farmers Market is still downtown Columbia City, but in the center on Market Street, at 201 Market Street at the Whitley County Center for Youth. And more event information and vendor information is at WCFM. Can be found online on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As we are trying to motion
Coach Thompson,
our real bird.
Here. Come on, bird. Call the game of the birds. As he's slowly getting over here. He's still talking. Matt Curry over here. He's already here. He's already prepped and ready. Yeah, Sam. I mean, again, going into this Saturday game for the junior varsity guys. I mean, they from tonight they didn't really look like they had much to work on. They looked flawless. They looked very good.
Yeah.
Carroll, obviously probably a much better opponent than Churubusco, but we will be talking to you on Saturday night here at Columbia City High School as the guys will host another game. But for my broadcast partner, Sam Bechtold, this is Sean Bledsoe saying so long from Columbia City High School here in Columbia City, Indiana, telling you once again that your junior varsity Eagles got the win tonight against Churubusco. Thanks again. Good night, everyone.
Well, here we are. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Columbia City Basketball. Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry here for Varsity Action. You heard Sean Bledsoe and Sam Bechtold in the JV contest. Well, we have county rival tonight, Busco. The Chris Paul days are over at Churubusco, Matt.
Yep, they sure are.
And I think there wasn't much left in the cupboard, so to speak.
Talking to Coach Wool, he said that there were a couple guys that stayed.
Yeah.
I don't know what their numbers are. I know that there's a kid that's a lefty. The tall kid, I think. He's listed at 6'5", but I had Philman stand up when he walked by, and he's not any more than 6'3", probably.
Houston Beck.
Yeah, I think he stayed. I would assume that he starts, but I don't know. Oh, now they're putting up Busco 0-3-5-13.
And a couple of our formers, Evan Love and Carson Bunyan, on the Busco roster.
And he does start.
So a little bit of flavor there, Columbia City flavor anyway. But
3 sophomores and 2 seniors they start.
Wow.
Yep.
And so this Busco team, I guess you could say they're on the rebuild.
Probably,
for sure.
yeah.
And they didn't have much depth, period, once they got past their top, 7 last year, and then their JV didn't have any depth either. So they're kind of on the rebuild here. And, of course, Columbia City 2-1 after that hard-fought victory at Canterbury the other night, and that was hard-fought. That was an absolute war. I mean, it's a war of attrition. But so at Columbia City with a good opportunity here tonight, and they got a big one coming with Carroll this week. So, it's a good big week for us, really.
Yeah, and like Coach Wool said, you don't if you play down to how they play, it could be a long night for us. If we can, if we play the game how we want to play it and speed up when we want to and slow it down when we want to, instead of, from what he had seen, they stay, they try to go high octane, kind of like they were before. So you definitely don't want to get caught in going up and down, up and down, up and down, because we can play that way a little bit, but that's not really the way that we want to play the entire game, so.
Churubusco's only outing, they lost at Westview 75-37. So that's
Westview's
not the way.
As a good program.
Oh, yeah, they've been traditional power in the Northeast Corner Conference, but so that's where we're at on that. And since my phone updated, I don't know a lot of things that functions on this thing now. Yeah, how about that? Curry does some phantom update in the middle of the night, and then I get next morning, I'm like at a loss for anything. So I almost had to call you. Okay, taking a look, Carroll taking a look ahead. They're 0-2 with losses at Penn and lost to East Noble 58-52.
Wow.
East Noble's been, with their new coach, has been running with the basketball. I don't know if that anything to do with it.
They have, but West Noble put it to them by like 8 points. East Noble, so.
I'm surprised. So, national anthem here sooner or later. And those referees look awfully official, but I didn't get their names. I was too busy talking to other coaches around here.
Oh, what's the guy's name on the far right? Oh.
Kind of looks like Trent Long, but I don't think so. Well, Hoppy will say him. We'll see if we can pick him up here in a bit. So, and we have the band tonight. They've been coming every night, really. That's cool. So the pregame pomp and circumstance still going on.
While on school grounds, also reminder fans that there are no pass-outs
And better
during this contest.
get ready.
At this time, would everyone please stand, face the flag. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by our Columbia City High School pep band under direction of Chris Douglas.
All right, national anthem here tonight. Columbia City High School, Columbia City and Churubusco, about 9 miles apart.
The Churubusco Eagles, 9 starters for Churubusco.
Of course, long ago, sectional opponents in the old one-class days as they came to Columbia City for years and years. So, kind of an old school matchup. I remember their last game in the one-class tournament. They almost come back and beat us in Coach Benedict's first year. It was 42-41. So 0 starts, and that is Aiden White.
Carson Bunyan. Number 13, Evan Love. And number 24, Gavin Holzenbeck.
So Holzenbeck, Love, Bunyan, Cleat, and who was the other one here? Ray. No, well, shoot. Let's see. Let's go back. I'm trying to figure out the other one here. Okay, let's just start from the top. It was Pleat, White, Bunyan, Love, and Husenbeck. Yep, Shannon Beard, the head coach. First year at Busco, a couple previous years at Hamilton, which in Hamilton, that was a tough road to hoe. They went 7-40 in 2 years, or 3 years.
Yep.
Hamilton are lucky they keep the doors open, but
yeah.
You never want to see anybody's school go by the boards. But so Columbia City, the lights off, and ready to go here for the starting lineups. A few highlights on the brand new video, I guess you call that a video board, and not a Jumbotron necessarily, but
that's fair.
But it is cool.
Yes, it is.
And the lights out and the spotlights. So we're waiting the starting lineups, and they are Alex Hedrick, Andrew Hedrick, Seth Mills, Jackson Crawford, and Mason Baker. That's the starting 5 for the Maroon and Gold tonight. This is quite a production we put on here. This is a long video montage, whatever. Student section well into things tonight already.
Starters for your Columbia City Eagles. Number 3, Mason.
Well, welcome to the broadcast.
Number 4,
Karen.
Seth.
Karen Hedrick, a little under the weather tonight. Team mom for boys golf. So that was a nice job. That's kind of cool having 2 boys on the team. That's really neat. So Matt Schaus, the head coach in season number 2. Here's the officials. Adam Pressler, Dave Mischberger, Matt Sheehan. Those are the guys involved tonight. Churubusco, the road black, the old gold, and the white trim of the Churubusco Eagles. And Columbia City, the home whites tonight, the old gold numbers, the maroon trim. And as history says, I think we've been the Eagles longer than they have. I believe that is true.
I think you're correct on that.
We started a few years before they did, but they're a very old school as well. Crawford to jump center against Husenbeck, and Crawford easily controls, and we're underway as Jackson Crawford can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, he can.
Does he do track for us?
I don't know. He should.
My gosh, he can high hurdle about everything. And he's wide open on the baseline, 15-footer, bingo!
Yep.
Jackson Crawford.
He's really been knocking down that short corner shot all year so far.
Well, it's the mid-range jumper, and
He's really been good.
It's kind of a dying art. And when somebody comes out and does that, nobody's looking for it. And here's a fadeaway on the left side, an air ball by Busco. Baker and his man fight for it. It is off of Husenbeck.
Block for Crawford there.
Block for Crawford. So Crawford with the only 31 seconds going here. And Columbia City with it. Baker, interior feed Mills across the paint. Back to Baker from the parking lot. Ooh, well off the mark. Loose ball comes to Mills. He burls his way in. Fadeaway, short-armed it. Loose ball, Churubusco has Pleat with it. Pleat races through the midcourt stripe. Left side, White. White shakes and bakes, tries to get around Alex Hedrick. Shut off nicely.
Oh, boy.
He was bobbling.
Oh, me, I guess.
Bunyan to Husenbeck to White. White on the left side, tries the lane. Fade away from the free throw line, well off the mark by Light. And Husenbeck gets it back, scores. So Hulsenbeck gets Churubusco on the board.
Ow.
And we misfired there.
Yep. Jackson missed a little bunny there.
So Churubusco back in the backcourt. There's Carson Bunyan up top, and Husenbeck for three, well off the mark. Loose ball tracked down by Alex Hedrick to brother Andrew, and Andrew will set sail for the midcourt stripe. He elbows Bunyan off the play a bit. Cross court, Baker down on the baseline. Here's Crawford back up to Andrew Hedrick. Andrew lost the handle, got it back. Mills takes over near the center circle. Picks his dribble up, shoots it up top. Off the mark, a little strong. Rebound, Jackson Crawford. Now Alex Hedrick underneath. Reverse layup. Oh, that's no good. Crawford to put back. No. Loose ball. We got a scrum and bodies hit the floor.
Make a layup, guys.
And we got a foul. So Husenbeck gets the first foul for Churubusco. What an exchange that was down there.
I think we've missed about 5 or 6 bunnies already.
Yeah, wow. Columbia City basketball, they throw it in. Alex Hedrick down the wing to his brother Andrew. Andrew out of the right corner, dancing around the arc. Now Mills. Mills penetrates, hop, skip, and a jump to the basket, off the glass. Basket counts, and a Churubusco foul. Mills. Husenbeck gets it. So that's going to be 2 for him. Bet he's coming out of the game.
That's rough.
That's rough for them, you're right.
Yeah.
So give Mills the bucket for Columbia City and a chance for a 3-point play. And it rims out. Crawford the rebound. They're going to call him over the top. No further play here. Columbia City foul.
I don't. It wasn't even, I don't understand.
Maybe a little anticipatory.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a makeup, you never know. And nice move, and they score as Alex Hedrick gets ran over and give the field goal to
Love.
Evan Love, one of our formers. So Love picks up a bucket for Churubusco.
Jackson Crawford in the short
Crawford.
Lost it.
And they steal it. Alex Hedrick all the way to the bucket. Layup score with the left hand. Alex Hedrick.
Carson Bunyan with the turnover there. Oh, another one.
Turnover. Baker lost the handle. And it's off of Baker. No further play. Churubusco basketball. So Alex Hedrick with a nice move. The last play.
They're really letting them play. I mean.
Yeah. And up the left side goes Pleat. Pleat throws it down to Bunyan. Cross court now. White into the corner. Over there is whom? Love out of the right corner. And here's Pleat on the move to the bucket. Didn't get the roll. Baker tips the rebound. Mills picks it up. And some collision all the way up the way there. But Mills all the way in. Score! Basket counts in the foul.
Really like Seth being
10 to 4
tonight. Holy cow. 13, that was on Love.
Yep. So that's the third team foul on Churubusco. Of course, Husenbeck on the bench with 2.
Yeah, that's good.
And missed the free throw. 10-4 Columbia City over Churubusco. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. And here's Bunyan dancing around the left side high. Cross court for White. Aiden White, a sophomore, loads it up from downtown. Scores! Three-pointer for Busco. White.
I mean, it's a lot of contact. Oh, there you go.
Let it go. Mason steals it, gets hammered from behind. They go the other way. Bunyan lead pass ahead. They throw it away. So a plethora of turnovers all of a sudden here. I think everybody's just amped up for this one.
I'm sure.
With a couple of our, former players here, and maybe a little bit to that, and it's just, I don't know, maybe everybody's ready to play.
Sure.
I don't know how much of a rivalry Busco and Columbia City have anymore. I mean, they're a county rival. But
right.
It's hard to tell. And Andrew Hedrick has it picked, got knocked down. He scrums for it.
Oh, boy,
He just called that to avoid, a physical.
I mean, I guess, but geez.
Because I think the Busco players about ready to jump on top of Andrew, perhaps.
Well, then that's a foul. I mean,
well, they didn't jump on him, but I think they've noticed it getting a little antsy here, so I think they're going to, jump ball calls are going to come quick. So White, as Busco trails Columbia City 10-7, White all the way in. Crawford goes for the swat. Put back, Love scores. Basket counts and a Columbia City foul. So Love gets the field goal. He'll shoot a free throw to tie it. Spellman in for Alex Hedrick. Love will shoot a free throw for Churubusco to try to tie the game. And he does. All even at 10 apiece. 3:40 for the first quarter. Here comes Mills. As Busco's getting a little hungry after getting beat by 40 up at Westview, I'm sure. Spellman up top for Columbia City to left elbow, shoves it off. Baker a three, short. Baker saves the bacon. Up top, Spellman will load it up. That's off the mark. Loose ball, Bunyan in the corner, right side. Bunyan to the midcourt stripe. Bunyan spins on Mills, throws it out to White. In the corner now over there is Pleat. Pleat flushed out of the corner. They use the screen set. Pleat still can't get away from Crawford. And here's Love. Up top, knocked away by Spellman, but it still ends up in the hands of Bunyan. Under 3 for the first, 10-10 our score. Cherubusco and Columbia City. Here's Pleat from the parking lot. No good for 3. Loose ball off of Busco, out of bounds. Nice effort there by Rapp, who's checked into the ball game. I think he was the replacement for Huselbeck.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the first time I think he's touched the ball, though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't recall calling his name yet. So here comes Columbia City. A length of the floor to go, 2:50 to go in the first. Andrew Hedrick back into the front court. Mills back to Andrew Hedrick. He's backed off the play a little bit. And left side to swing it to Baker to Andrew, a fade away from the blocks. Andrew Hedrick. That's classic, isn't it?
Yep.
Classic Andrew Hedrick with the fade away. So Bunyan gets it across. White's got time. And
nice
stolen
hustle
by Baker.
Nice hustle by Mason.
Into the front court, Baker in and out of traffic. Andrew Hedrick down the baseline, puts it up, hit the bottom of the backboard.
Good.
Coach Wool wanted to call, he's not going to get it.
He's getting hit on both arms that time.
Jackson Crawford instead is going to get the foul. Alex Hedrick back in. Rhett Wilson's first appearance of the evening for Mills. Mills with a nice start tonight. 2:15 to go in the first. Columbia City picked up their third team foul. They lead at 12-10. Baker to steal. Baker pulls up in the paint. Fire scores from 14. 14-10 Columbia City. We put the press on them. They almost throw it away, but now they got 3-on-1. Numbers down low. White to the bucket. Rimmed out. Put back. No. Baker gets it. White hits the floor.
Yeah, he ran into his own player.
And here comes Baker. Down low. Spellman, a layup.
What a pass by Baker there.
Basically no look.
Oh, man.
16-10 Columbia City, a 6-0 Columbia City run here in the latter stages of the first. And here's Carson Bunyan for Churubusco. Now to Love. And, of course, the student section boos the former Columbia City Eagles. Pleat from 15. He rattles it home on the right wing. So Pleat has a couple for Busco. 16-12. Andrew Hedrick in, forces it up, scores!
Yep.
Andrew Hedrick is a scoring machine.
Yes.
This is a lot of points in a quarter.
Yeah, it is.
Not bad. So move down to the 1 minute mark. Top Pleat, wide right, Bunyan in the right corner, deep, loads it up.
Oh.
Scores! 3. So a 3 for Carson Bunyan. And it's 18-15, Columbia City, 42 seconds to go in the first. Andrew Hedrick up top on a feed from Wilson. Guilty of steps. Turnover.
I don't know about that.
Ostrowski into the ball game. Senior, 5'10". So Pleat in the backcourt with 32 seconds. He'll hit the midcourt stripe. Pleat tries to use it. Screen set by Love, can't do anything with it. Now here's Ostrowski, cut off at the free throw nicely by Wilson. Bunyan's up top with the basketball for Churubusco. Bunyan ran out of room, off the mark, rebound Spellman, gets whacked by Bunyan, no further play.
Yep.
Carson Bunyan picks up the foul. 9.2 left in the quarter. 14 foul on Busco. So comes Baker to the midcourt stripe, 6 seconds. Baker all the way to the left elbow. Fade away, gonna be short. Rebound out of there to Ostrowski with a long one. That's off the mark into one quarter. Your score, 18-15, Columbia City. Mills checks back in. Been a good one. So, talking about some underwriters here. Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, offering furnace tune-ups and complete repairs, serving locally for 30 years. More information is available at flowtechpnh.com. 30th anniversary down there at Flowtech City Auto Mall, home of the best sellers of Ford and Chevy alike. The F-150, the Escape, Chevy Silverado, and Blazer. City Auto Mall offers a vast collection of cars, straightforward financing options, ASE certified mechanics and repairs and maintenance, right off Highway 30 in Columbia City. They can be found at cityautomall.com. So thanks to the underwriters, we have some instant stats here. Sean Bledsoe spotting and statting here for us this evening. 2 for Baker, 4 for Mills, 4 for Crawford, 4 for Andrew Hedrick, 2 for Alex Hedrick, 2 for Elias Spellman. Okay, and Pleat 2 for Churubusco, White 3, Carson Bunyan 3, Love 5, Husenbeck 2. So, thank you. 18-15. Second quarter about to commence. JV was all Columbia City.
And it was like 50-something to 18 or something.
Yeah, so that was, yours or mine? Yours. Oh. So, okay, here comes Columbia City with the first possession of the second quarter. Rep Wilson on the right side. Dumps it down to Spellman on the baseline. Spellman across to Ostrowski, forces it up, short-armed it. Got his own rebound, put it up. Score, Spellman! So Spellman on the board. And here is Pleat. Pleat on the right side. Alex Hedrick draped all over him. Pleat cut off nicely. Pleat throws it in the corner. Bunyan flagged down by Andrew Hedrick. Cross court now. Pleat way up top on the left side, and he's guilty of steps. Turnover Churubusco. 20-15. Pretty festive crowd, really. Busco's traveled pretty well. And
yeah.
20-15. Mills on the right side, fakes the three. Couple dribbles now. Wilson up top. He'll whip it left side. Andrew Hedrick looking in from the arc. Cross court. He's got Spellman. And Spellman guilty of steps. Everybody's just a little jumpy tonight.
I didn't think that the one down. I didn't think any of those were travels. I obviously can't see their feet very clearly, but that's catch it on the pivot foot and go. I don't know.
Let's think a quick one tonight. Pleat off on the right side. Bunyan outside the arc. Alex Hedrick with the defense on him. Bunyan still with the basketball. Bunyan shakes and bakes, forces it up, scores. Delay a game warning on Churubusco. So Mills and Bunyan sharing a laugh together out there. Former teammates, of course. 20-17, Columbia City. Andrew Hedrick back. Busco kind of in a zone here.
Yep. They haven't played man yet.
Shows you how much I know. Down on the baseline, Alex Hedrick to a cutting Andrew. Scores! Andrew Hedrick.
Easy money.
Assist from his brother, Alex.
Good cut by Andrew.
And who was that? Pleat got it.
Nobody picked him up. Just ran down the floor by himself.
So Pleat makes it a 22-20 Columbia City lead. Andrew Hedrick, right side Mills. Mills tries to make the move, shoves it off to Crawford in the corner. Bobbled a hot pass, had a lot of mustard on it. Now Spellman will launch it. Ooh, long from three. Rebound Love, and here comes Bunyan. Long pass ahead to Ostrowski. It's off his hands, out of bounds. Turnover Busco. That was the Dan Marino to Mark Clayton bullet pass there. Baker comes in. What do we have? Timeout. Columbia City, I think. No, Busco. So a quick timeout for Churubusco. ProFed Credit Union is underwriter night, providing our community with modern banking services with individual attention for personal accounts and businesses alike. ProFed Credit Union specializes in savings for goals, mortgages, car loans, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union serves northern Indiana with a network of 37,000 ATMs and 12 branch locations. Now in Columbia City, the new location by Walmart. So quick 30. It's been a good one. Columbia City 22, Churubusco 20. And the wrong button. Then I hit the wrong button again. Well, sooner or later I'll find what I want. Then again, maybe I won't. So here come the Columbia City Eagles. Andrew Hedrick.
They're in man now.
And up top, Mills gets bushwhacked on the play. Now gets it off to Andrew Hedrick. Somebody's got to be open. Mason Baker to Alex Hedrick's open. The three.
Boom.
Oh, short. Andrew Hedrick in for the rebound, but could not get it. And here comes Love to the front court. Love tries to put the move on Mills. Can't do it. Now Bunyan's got it. Andrew Hedrick on him. As there's the big man up there. Rapp hands it off to Pleat with 5:15 to go in the second. Now White stands outside the arc. Alex has got the defense on him. Fade away. Scores. There's not much you can do about that. That's just a heck of a play.
Yep.
Well, he tied. That was a long two, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be a 22-22 affair. Wide open. Jackson Crawford underneath. Assist Baker. So Crawford back on the board. 24-22 Columbia City. 4:45 to go in the second. And Bunyan hands up top. Now Love has the basketball. Kicks it off to Pleat. Pleat on the left side. Bunyan comes back up top to get it. Bunyan, step back three. Short and wide right. Rebound Mills.
Good block out by Seth there. Really good block out.
Mills across the timeline up the left side. He goes all the way in. Layup. Score. Mills. Mills coast to coast there, really. What a deal. 26-22 Columbia City. Bunyan lost the handle. Alex Hedrick fighting for it. Jump ball, possession, Churubusco. Nice hustle by Alex to get in there and get that tied up with Bunyan. He's taking it from the Columbia City cheering section as he's the guy taking the ball out. And here's Love, left side. Up top, White.
Mason about got one there.
Wide right, Rapp. Now Bunyan takes over wide on the right side with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 26-22 Columbia City over Churubusco. White down in the corner. Outside the arc. And he hits Rapp along with the 15. Well off the mark. Rebound Alex Hedrick to Andrew Hedrick. Andrew Hedrick races into the front court. Kicks it off. Mills alone for three. Bingo! There we go. Mills. Timeout, Seth. Timeout, Columbia City. One of those on-the-fly adjustments by Coach Schaus. So all of a sudden, it's been a 7-0 run by Columbia City here in the second quarter. In really about a couple minutes. They're bringing Hussam back on.
Yeah, I kind of thought that they would maybe hold him out unless, we got up to a lead. If they could have kept it close, I thought maybe he'd keep him in so he doesn't pick up that third foul. But
underwriters tonight, Moo Over Ice Cream Shop. They build flavors from scratch. Moo Over offers ice cream flavors including Sunny Chocolate Nut Free, Strawberry Jam, Rocky Road, Custom Candy Pecan. Moo Over also offers a variety of family sundaes, soft serve shakes, tumbleweeds. What's a tumbleweed?
I don't know.
Is it like an onion ring? Do you know what a tumbleweed is? No, well, no, it's not an ice cream shop. I guess it's not an onion ring. But tumbleweeds. Yeah, we use some assistance out there from you listeners. What is it, tumbleweed? Gluten. Last I knew it was a weed in the desert. But now we've got gluten-free desserts. And those looking to take a more healthy approach to eating with a sensitivity to dairy and allergies. So I've been reading that all season. I keep wondering what tumbleweed is. Well, just is a rolling, blowing weed in the desert. I don't know what it is in ice cream terms. maybe it's the cone. I don't know. Maybe it's the cone. All right, here we go. Carson Bunyan across the timeline.
We called that timeout, right?
Yes, we called the timeout. Now Pleat on the right side outside the arc. Alex Hedrick on him. Love's got it, shoves it off to White outside the arc. White shakes and bakes up top. Backed off the play by Mills. White sends it to Husenbeck, who's back in the lineup. Bunyan wide on the right side with 3:10 to go in the half. Columbia City by 7. They dump it down low. Husenbeck knocked away by Andrew Hedrick, but Bunyan gets the ricochet. Backdoor, Husenbeck scores. So a good move there. A little bit of a busted play, but they made it work. 29-24, Columbia City over Churubusco.
Hit it.
Spellman out on the right side, Mills up top. And back to Spellman, back to Mills, left side.
There you go.
Baker, he's going to be short again. Baker just a little short tonight.
Yeah. If you're going to take that, you really got to hit those.
Baker's got 2 on the evening. But the struggle beyond the arc right now.
Yep.
So Pleat to the front court for Churubusco. Alex Hedrick wrestles with Husenbeck a bit. Husenbeck has the basketball. Throws it over to Bunyan on the right side. Up top, here's Love. Love tries to make the move. Mills, nice job to stifle that. And
Boy,
Love saves it.
He sure carries that off a lot.
Well, a lot of them do anymore. They just don't call it like they used to.
Well, he brought that one all the way back. That's what I was.
Yeah, but it's not a rare call anymore. We saw it in the girls' game the other night. Meanwhile, White, a fade away from 16 on the baseline, no good. Ball batted around. Busco gets the loose ball. No, Alex Hedrick rips it. Here goes Baker on a breakaway. Score!
I was going to say, Husenbeck's he's definitely not going to get a foul there.
No. Ooh. So they give up the layup, 31-24, Columbia City, a minute 50 to go in the half. Bunyan to Husenbeck, now to Pleat, high on the right side. Pleat tries to make the move, around 1, around 2, right down central and scores. That's not going to make Coach Schaus happy. Pleat just right down central, unimpeded. Once he got past the 2 defenders, it was lights out. 31-26, Columbia City down to the baseline corner. Andrew Hedrick works against White, takes it in, and he draws a Churubusco foul. They get Husenbeck. Nope, they got Bunyan.
Bunyan. That's his second. Yeah.
So Andrew Hedrick will go to the charity stripe for 2. 1:22 to go in the second. And there's one. I still don't know why we get so eerily quiet on a free throw. Well, tonight that if Busco has one, our student section going to go nuts, but
there we go.
Andrew Hedrick, another one. I just never understood the hush of a free throw the last few years. Used to be the whole place would roar on a free throw. So Bunyan wide on the right side, 33-26 Columbia City, a minute 11 to go in the half. Alex Hedrick with the defense on Bunyan. Love's got it high left side White outside the arc. He's watched closely by Spellman. They throw it away. Andrew Hedrick with the steal.
That was bad.
To a cutting Alex Hedrick. Alex to the bucket. Scores!
Alex.
Layup. So Alex on the board again.
That was just a really bad pass. There was only white jerseys down there.
Yep. 35-26 Columbia City, 44 seconds for the half. Does Churubusco play for 1? Bunyan throws it to Love, over to Pleat. Pleat outside the arc. Pleat, couple nice moves, but can't shake Baker. Now Husenbeck all the way in. Layup. Oh, but a foul.
Mills, that's his second.
So Mills picks up the fouls. He was the safety on the play, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Second
Good foul.
As
the
first defender was beaten, and then Mills tried to impede it. Well, Husenbeck shoots 2 for Churubusco. And he scores the free throw, the big man from Busco. Ostrowski comes back in. So the free throw makes it 35-27. The back end of the 2-shot violation coming from Husenbeck. 29 seconds to go. Now Husenbeck, 2 of 2. They're going to get him out. That's a good move by by the Busco coach. Rapp comes in for Husenbeck. 35-28. Columbia City 30 seconds. May have the last possession here. Andrew Hedrick, left side Baker, check that. Andrew Hedrick now to Mills. Back to Andrew Hedrick up top, down to 17. Mills. Andrew Hedrick lost the handle, got it back. Holy smokes. Left side Baker, we're down to 10. Andrew Hedrick kicks it off. Mills. Mills up top. Mills in trouble. Dangerous pass, but Baker has it. A floater. Short-armed it. Ostrowski the loose ball. And they shoot a half corner. It looks good, just short. 35-28 at the half. So, good half of basketball. 35-28 at the intermission.
At the end of both of those quarters, Mason Baker did not do a very good job of having court awareness, number one, because Busco still ended up getting a shot, and just not very good shots. I mean, you got to have some court awareness there, and Coach Shaw's was getting after him. He should be, you work on that kind of stuff. You work on 10 seconds left, let's get into a set, and let's get a good shot to where, you take a shot with 2 seconds left. So if they get the ball, they have to take more than 2 dribbles to get up and even get a shot off. So I'm sure Coach is not happy about that, and he absolutely should not be happy about it, because let's just say we get a bucket on both of those at the end of each quarter. We're up 11 points right now instead of 7. I mean, it's it's a big swing when you don't follow through and execute.
Right. So halftime here at Columbia City High School, 35-28, Columbia City over Churubusco. Instant stats by Sean here. Baker with 4, 9 for Seth Mills. Jackson Crawford 6, Andrew Hedrick 8, Alex Hedrick 4, Elias Spellman 4. And we'll get the Buscos in just a second. Again, Columbia City hosts Carroll Saturday evening here. Thank you. Buscos scoring, Pleat 9, White 5, Bunyan 5, Love 5, Houston Beck 4. So those are your totals for the half. 2 fouls apiece for Bunyan and Houston Beck. That's their foul issues. We have anybody with 2?
Yeah, Mills.
2 fouls?
Mills.
That's it. Just Mills? I think it's just Mills.
That's all I had. I just had Mills for 2. That was it.
He's got 2 on Crawford, but so that's the story at half. Each team has used a timeout, so plenty to go in the second half. Lady Eagle basketball, they're 9-0. They finally cracked the IBCA top 20 at number 20, from what I understand. So the 9-0 Lady Eagles host Norwell on Friday evening. That should be quite a battle. As the Lead Eagles will look to go 10-0 on the season. And they had a pretty easy time of it up at Leo the other night.
Yeah.
And tell you what, girls basketball is just about, they're 2 games from the halfway point.
Yeah.
So moving right along. So, festive crowd tonight. A lot of people on the floor for the halftime shootout. And JV won rather easily. I don't know if Coach Culp's listening, but maybe he has some wrestling information. Swimming, I think, won last night from what I heard. So let's see what we can pull up here.
I mean, turnover-wise in the first half, I only had us for 4 turnovers. So we're taking care of the ball. We're just not hitting shots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
If we hit our, say our, I don't want to say normal, because not every game's the same.
Yeah, we've only hit 1 3. I mean...
Usually we've got, 4.5 probably?
Yeah, 3 or 4. I mean...
So if we're hitting some shots at all, we've got a little bigger lead. And,
yep.
Busco's been hanging around, and credit to them, they're plugging away, and so they look pretty good for a team that got waxed by Westview. And
yeah.
You knew they would. I mean, if they're going to play well in any game, it's going to be this one.
Yep.
In all likelihood, so we'll see where we go with that. Of course, Columbia City again, Carroll. We didn't play them last year because of COVID. And then at East Noble to begin conference play on the 17th on a Friday night. And then the 18th at Grace College as part of a high school series there against Wayne, apparently at noon. The Lady Eagles play here at 2:30, so we'll decide that later. But
what day is that?
Saturday 18th.
18th.
And we're supposed to be at Wayne.
Boys,
but that's now at Grace College as part of that series of games.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
That's a nice.
I wonder they probably won't shorten the floor for us, will they?
No.
I
don't think you can.
Yeah, you'd
That's
have to
just
have one of
what it
those floors that has puzzle pieces.
I doubt that that's what it is.
I mean, they can do that at the Pacers
Right.
arena, of course, when the high school comes in there for state
Right.
finals. But yeah, so the guys will be playing on a 94-foot floor. So
It is a big difference.
And you've done it?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, when I was up at Trine, we would play pickup games on the.
Yeah.
I mean, like the upstairs courts were normal short courts like this, but you get on that longer court, man, you don't realize it, and you get tired a lot quicker.
yes.
Even when you're in really good shape, you know.
Yep. So halftime here.
When are you going to go out and shoot, T-Bird?
Well, then you got to start talking more.
I will. I'll do the play-by-play on your shot here.
Oh my!
That's how I'll practice, you know.
I think I did shoot a couple in here.
I still haven't shot in here. I need to.
Some night you and I ought to hang around afterwards and do that. So about 4 minutes through the intermission, or until the intermission ends, I should say. Brian Ansball coming out. School resource officer going to shoot in full police gear.
Oh yeah, he comes out and shoots sometimes.
So we'll see what Officer Ansball does if they ever give him the basketball. There he is. And here he goes. Oh, an air ball by Officer Ansball. He was in school when I was. It's great to have that band here every night. I don't think they've skipped a game.
I don't think they have either.
They're doing a heck of a job. Really sounds good reverberating off this shorter roof.
Yep.
As compared to the old barn.
I think I like that they're not blowing straight across that us.
Yeah.
Though. Doing it the long ways, I think is a lot better.
And they got, now one young lady plays some sort of, I don't know if it's a violin, but she's got that whatever that thing is. But I don't know, I've never seen a violin, or, well, I'm sure it's not a violin.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, see that? The young
like
lady down here to the front right's got that.
Is that like the modern violin?
Piccolo, is that what they call it? I don't know. But
I don't know. It looks like a violin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never heard of that in a high school band, but hey. Sure she knows what she's doing with it. Coach Kissinger milling around down here in front of us. I just observed Coach Kissinger was on the scene. Well, it's always recognized the coaches around here. So we have a lot of good ones. So the 2-minute buzzer, Columbia City back out. Churubusco yet to make an appearance.
Yeah, Coach Schaus doesn't look like a happy camper, and with good reason, again.
Yeah, we've kind of given up the farm defensively a few times.
Yep. I mean, and we're missing a lot of shots, but some of the shots are not good shots. You know, it's shooting a three when, you know, off of 2 passes when you know it's going to be there after 10 passes, you know. It's better to shoot that three coming from the inside than it is to shoot that three swinging it around the top. It's a better feeling catching and shooting, and it's just a better rhythm you get into.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments as Busco reappears. And we'll be set ready for game action here in a little bit.
I saw where White has been over with the trainer the whole time. He wasn't even in the locker room.
Yeah, I did see that.
He's kind of limping around. I don't know
He's back. Is he back? Yeah, he's back.
He just ran out right here. He was just he was over with Garrett there the whole halftime. So I don't know.
Yep.
He's just kind of limping around. I don't know if it's.
There's been a lot of contact in this game. They've let him play a little bit, as you indicated earlier. So we'll see where this one goes. Glad you're with us tonight at WJHS. Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry. I mentioned underwriters real quick when we got a chance. Move Over Ice Cream, ProFit Credit Union, Flowtech Plumbing and Heating, City Auto Mall, Marsh's Builders Mart, Bart's Car Store, Mike & Son's Satellite TV Services, and Indiana Physical Therapy, Myers, Hockemeyer, McNagny, LLP. They're the timeout underwriter. I was trying to look up how long it's been since the late Eagle teams started 9-0 like that. I got the numbers out, but they're not. It doesn't have W's and L's. It's just all numbers. I'll have to show you that. So
I think
it's got to be back to 82, as that team went 20-0. I don't think it happened since then, but we'll have to check into that. All right, Columbia City basketball to begin the second half. Andrew Hedrick deep in the corner up top. Baker whips it. Mills open for three.
Nope.
Oh, well short. Crawford to put back, missed it. Loose ball for Busco, Columbia City ball.
Come on, Jackson.
I think Crawford was expecting contact going up, and he didn't get it, and he fell away and left a bunny short. Columbia City ball down here to Matt and I's left. We're towards the west goal here at the new gym. I'm going to have to quit calling it the new gym one of these days. Baker for three. That's off the mark long. Crawford to rebound. He gets shoved, and he dribbled it off his foot out of bounds.
Oh, boy. The last time they started off,
Somebody put that on Twitter?
95-96. They won 17 straight games on their way to 19-2.
Okay. That makes sense. And here's Bunyan for Churubusco, who trails Columbia City by 7.
Oh, yep.
Offensive foul. Bunyan doesn't like it. Led with the knee, they say. That's Bunyan's third.
I mean, those are the easiest ones to call. You stick your knee out a little bit, and it just, it's just really easy. You can, if you sell it, you're obviously going to get the call, but don't stick your knee out. It's just.
Yeah, it's a player control foul. Turnover Busco, Columbia City with it. Andrew Hedrick to Mills. Now to Andrew Hedrick will load her up. Score! Three-point goal. That was nothing but the bottom of the net for Andrew Hedrick. And it makes it 38-28. That's our largest lead of the night, I believe.
Yep.
Busco dribbles it off their foot. Pleat lost the handle as that one cascades into the bleachers. So Columbia City with an opportunity to crack this open a little further. Here comes Andrew Hedrick. Up top, wide right Baker. Back to Andrew Hedrick up top. Andrew around the right side of the basketball. Back up Mills. Mills fakes the three, still out top. Oh, Hedrick again for three. Touchdown! Oh my!
Woo!
Hedrick dropping pennies in the ocean, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 41-28. Bunyan back for Churubusco.
It's heating up.
Yes. Hedrick spins, scores as he knocked Andrew Hedrick down.
Andrew tried to take one there.
Yep. I think Bunyan just decided he was going to go to the hoop there.
Middle.
Mills down low, and they dump it to Crawford on the blocks. It gets Houston back traveled. Yep. Shuffled him.
Jackson gets in his mind that he's going to shoot that ball, and he's really got to pay attention to what's going on around him. And then if you've got the shot, take it. He's just got to work on kicking that out there. He can get it back whenever he wants.
Right. 41-30, Columbia City. 2 minutes gone here, third quarter. Pleat up top. Baker's over there. Husenbeck tries to take him out, but can't do the job. Now Love's got it. Wide right, Bunyan. And Bunyan still got it. And up top, Husenbeck. He's going to drive. Look out here.
Yep.
Offensive fouls. He runs over Andrew Hedrick.
It's his fourth.
Player control foul.
Well, again, that's Andrew did a good job of getting in there. That's an easy call. It just is.
So that's 4 on Husenbeck. He goes back to the bench. And Ostrowski back on. They lose a lot of size.
Yeah, it really hurts them because he does a good job and handles himself really well inside.
Baker, a three. It's an air ball. Rebound Love. Here comes Pleat up the left side. Pleat strip, but he gets it back. Baker had the momentary strip. Pleat from the parking lot scores. Three-point goal. So Pleat has him back on the board with a three. Stolen by Busco. And here comes Bunyan. No, but whistle the foul on Alex Hedrick. So Busco with a three, 41-33 now, Columbia City. So Alex is gonna, is that his second? First. So Bunyan will shoot two for Churubusco. And a free throw good by Bunyan.
See what I mean?
Yep. I kind of figured that was coming. As Bunyan taking it from the Columbia City student section. 41-35 your score with 5:11 to go in the third as Busco making a surge. We were up, that's a 5-0 run. So 5-0 run for Churubusco and your underwriters. Timeout. Sponsor, Myers Hockemeyer McNagny, LLP, located across from the post office in downtown Columbia City. Telephone 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Also Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life from peewees to professionals to Olympians. 18 locations in northern Indiana, including the one next to Oriental Buffet in Columbia City. They're also online at indianapt.com. Is our man Shively on the horn tonight?
He's over there.
Oh, he is. He's here. Usually his parts elsewhere. So Columbia City by 6. Andrew Hedrick in the backcourt as he's pestered by Bunyan all the way up. Andrew all the way to the bucket. And a heavy-duty collision down there. There everybody's up. Bunyan picks up his fourth, doesn't he?
Third.
Unless I missed one.
No, it's third. That's their third team foul. Columbia City's committed one here. Common foul has the basketball out of bounds. Andrew Hedrick to trigger it. Lobs it in. Spellman, they overthrew him. Look out, breakaway. Here comes Pleat. Lamp score.
7-0 run.
Holy smokes. 7-0 run.
You just can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, we just threw it right to him there.
4 turnovers this quarter.
And we have, what, 4 the whole first half?
Yep.
Up top, Alex Hedrick. Down low to Andrew Hedrick. To the bucket. Gets bumped. No further play. A Busco foul. And I think they get that one on Love. Evan Love, the foul.
Second.
So Hedrick will shoot 2 for Columbia City. Try to get us off the schneid. And he does. So that breaks the 7-0 run by Busco. And at the 4:36 mark of the third. Andrew, another one. Got it. So 43-37 Columbia City. Back comes Pleat. Pleat loads it over the parking lot. That's going to be all off the mark, though. Rebound Crawford. Nice job to clear the garbage there. And here comes Andrew Hedrick. Flips it off to Mills. He'll work to the key. He'll load it up for 3. Off the mark. Spellman the loose balls. He battles Love for it. Love, a nice job to corral it. No, it's off of Busco ball. Last off Crawford.
Like to see Spellman get on the floor for that one.
Well, 43-37 is Busco's right with us. 4:10 to go, third quarter. Up top, here's Bunyan on the right side, tries to shake Love, or Crawford going to get a foul. His third. His third. Baker and Rhett Wilson. Alex Hedrick coming out. So 4:04 to go in the third. And that ball's out of bounds on the common foul. In the corner, Rapp over there. Rapp throws up the wing to Bunyan. Going to be stolen? No, Andrew dropped it out of bounds. A nice job to knock it away.
I don't think Andrew was ready for him to just throw it right to him.
Yeah. Bunyan to throw it in. Dumps in the backcourt, picked up there by Pleat. Halfway through the third as Pleat comes across the timeline, tries to make the move on Spellman.
That's a travel.
Love up top. Love kicks it in the corner. Here's Pleat. Pleat on the drive. Ran out of real estate. And they throw it right side. And they score from 14 on the wing. Rapp. So Rapp has Busco back to within 4. And here comes Columbia City. Whistle and a foul on Bunyan.
Carson's 4th, I think.
Yep. 4 fouls on Bunyan. He'll be coming out. Team foul 5 on Churubusco.
First time seeing Ray.
Yeah, we haven't seen Ray tonight. Taven Ray, I guess, 5'9" sophomore. Ball out of bounds, 2.
I was going to say, I bet they're back into a zone now.
Yep. Mills up top to Andrew Hedrick. So we got Houston, Beck, and Bunyan off the floor, so Columbia City could try to make some hay here. Bunyan, or check that, Baker to Mills, down to Spellman. Spellman in, fires, got the roll.
Nice and soft.
Yes, it was. So Spellman has Columbia City another 2, 45-39. Columbia City's lead 6, under 3 for the third quarter. Pleat throws it off. Love's got it. Love spins. Back to Pleat in the corner, a long one. Pleat off the mark from 3. Loose ball Baker, and it gets up in the hands of Wilson. Wilson lets the dust settle and throws to Andrew Hedrick. Races into the front court. He loads it up from top of the key.
Ooh.
Oh, that's well off the mark.
He was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds, so it's going to be Columbia City ball. Pleat, nice hustle to try to throw it off of Mills.
The way Andrew's been shooting the ball, that's not really a bad shot, but it's not a great shot.
Really not in the rhythm there.
It's only a great shot if it goes in that time.
Well, I would agree. Baker across the paint, fires, back iron, no good. Baker's own rebound, loose ball. See, gets it away from Love, throws it in the lane, nice flag down.
Nice
Andrew Hedrick, a layup.
Boy, that was
Timeout, Columbia City.
Mason really got bailed out there by Andrew.
Yes, he did. So I think Coach Schau's probably looking for a little more fluid offense right now. We're just kind of helter-skelter.
Yeah.
But I think Busco's had something to do with that a little bit. We
Right.
kind of had some turnovers. But, all right, underwriters tonight. Move over ice cream. Check that. Let's go Whitley County Farmers Market. They have 2 more Saturdays of the winter market. That's down at the center. The Farmers Market, for locally grown fresh produce and entertainment, brings an offering of a variety of local products from different pop-up vendors, booths, and food trucks. The winter market runs Saturdays 9 a.m. to 12:30 now through December 18th. Whitley County Farmers Winter's Market is still in downtown Columbia City, but in the center on Market Street at 201 West Market. So check out the winter market this Saturday and the following Saturday. We thank them for underwriting. And here comes Churubusco after the Columbia City timeout. 2:12 to go into third. Third quarter's been long, I think.
Yeah, it has. Lots of whistles.
Yeah. Pleat up top to Love. Forces it? No.
Good board.
Rebound Spellman. He gets knocked down and no
Love,
further
I
play.
think. It's his third.
So Love picks up his third.
So we'll be in the bonus for the rest of the game now.
Yep. 1 away from the penalty for Churubusco.
Yep.
So Andrew Hedrick into the front court of the minute 53 to go third quarter. Baker's got it wide on the right side. No look pass to Mills, dumps it down. Spellman,
Nice pass. Good look.
That was a work of art there.
Get back.
And Pleat up top, 49-39, Columbia City. 10-point lead restored with a minute 35 to go third quarter. Pleat tries to shake and bake, wheel and deal, throws it to Love. Love loads up a tray, scores!
Got to get a hand up.
So Love for Churubusco gets a 3. And Mills matches, bingo!
There we go, Seth.
Mills from downtown. Here comes Pleat back. He loads it up from the parking lot. That's long, and that's going to be out of bounds. Off of Churubusco, Columbia City ball. It's a shooting gallery with 3-pointers here.
Hey. We've got 3 in this third quarter here.
And we were talking about in the first half, we only had 1.
Yeah, I would assume we probably average about 7-ish.
Yeah,
you know?
I would think. Andrew Hedrick spins up top. Mills has it. Wilson high left, dumps it down low to Andrew. Andrew backs in, fade away in the paint. Score!
Man.
Ice water veins, Andrew Hedrick. Holy smokes, what a move.
I mean, what do you do to him? I mean,
other than hacking, that's just an offensive prowess coming through. Ostrowski across the paint, fade away for Busco. He didn't get the roll. And rebound Baker.
One shot. Oh, there we go. Hit it.
Spellman traveled. A little quick. Spellman missed last game with illness, so he might be a little rusty. So here's Churubusco with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Columbia City by 12. Pleat holds up top, high right. And they give it in tight quarters to Ray, and he throws it away. Here's Spellman. He's going all the way. Oh, he tried to dunk it, no good. And here's Busco with it. And foul given up by Mills.
That's probably a pretty good foul there. Even though it's his third, that's probably a pretty good foul.
Mills protest, but to no avail.
Number 20, Alex Hedrick.
Alex Hedrick back in for Mills. And Busco with 5 seconds. They throw in the backcourt. Ostrowski's got it. Ostrowski with 4 up the right side. Loads her up. Wild shot. Oh, on the back door at the buzzer, but I don't think Ray was expecting it.
No, I thought he probably thought that there was going to be no time either.
He just kind of gave it a fleeting shove, whatever you want to call it. So that's the end of end of 3. 8 minutes to go, 54-42. So Bunyan reports back on. 4. Churubusco. Spoos will get Houston back, I would imagine, too.
Yeah, looks like it.
Baker with 4.
Oh, no, he's out still.
Mills with 12. Crawford with 6. Andrew Hedrick 20. Alex Hedrick 4. Spellman 8 for Columbia City. And underwriters tonight, Morse's Builders Mart, located at 516 East Van Buren in Columbia City, with locations in Huntington, Wabash, Warsaw, and Goshen, or online at morsesbuildersmart.com, serving Northeast Indiana since 1871. Sean Bledsoe helping us out with statistics here. He's got Pleat with 14, White with 5, Bunyan 9, Love 8, Rapp 2, Houston Beck 4. Thank you. So fourth quarter, we're back. Let's see, we got Hedrick, Wilson, Baker, and Crawford. And they counter with Love, Bunyan, Pleat, Ostrowski, and Rapp. So here we go, underway. Busco basketball. Columbia City by 12, Bunyan up top. Andrew Hedrick with the defensive assignment on Bunyan. Bunyan wide right. Bunyan tries to make the move, shoves off the corner. Pleat can't get the 3 off. Nice move down the baseline, forces it up, missed it. They get their own rebound though. Nice job by Busco there. Love has quite a battle with Alex Hedrick going underneath. There's a switch. Alex has Bunyan now. And Bunyan tries to weasel in and out of traffic. Almost thrown away. Love got it back. Love traveled. Nope, no call. Columbia City foul. Rep Wilson, the guilty party.
Boy, that's a bailout by the ref there.
Yeah, as he had lost control.
He was
Yep. Love out of the left corner. Love, baseline jumper. Off the mark. Rebound Jackson Crawford. He's swatted at by Rapp, but we go the other way. Andrew Hedrick to the front court for the maroon and gold. Wide right, Wilson. Wilson dumps it down low to Crawford. Crawford traveled. Just trying to do a little too much. Here comes Houston back. As Rapp goes out. So no scoring here in the fourth quarter. It's almost a minute old. Bunyan across. Works against Andrew Hedrick. Yep. Offensive foul.
Just fouled out.
Bunyan with a look of surprise, but he
threw.
He did shove the elbow.
He was all over that one. This is the first time we've seen White back.
Him and Andrew Hedrick shared a little quick laugh there or whatever.
Him and Coach Beard, Carson and Beard. Beard's telling him, you put the put the forearm out there. Pretty easy call.
So Bunyan out on the evening for fouls, and we throw a wild pass out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
(54-42). So a minute 20 gone. Nobody's dented the scoreboard here in the fourth. Up top, Husenbeck whips it over to Ostrowski. Ostrowski.
Oh,
Fade away off the glass, no good. Nice defense by Andrew Hedrick. He gets the loose ball.
Good job by Alex tipping that a little bit
being badgered by Pleat, gets it across, kicks it off to Alex. And out of left corner, Mills, back up top, Andrew Hedrick. Now to Mills, Mills all the way down against Ostrowski off the glass, a little strong, no good. Jackson Crawford, the loose ball, stolen from behind by Pleat. He loses the handle, picks it back up. Pleat all the way in against Andrew Hedrick. No good. Husenbeck tries for the stuff late, but rattles the rim, but no further play. Andrew Hedrick, the foul. We've got a minute 57 of no points. It's a real chaotic play.
Yep.
I think both teams kind of trying to do a little too much at times.
Yeah.
Must be a little bit of the rivalry coming out. Free throw in and out, no good by Pleat. He had a chance for the first point of the quarter, but he'll try again. Pleat got that one, first point of the quarter. At the 157 marker, no scoring till the 157. 54, should be 43, shouldn't it? Yeah. Stroopy a little bit behind down there. And all the way in, Hedrick, Andrew throws to Baker, nice cut, layup and score.
Really good pass, really good cut by Mason there. Yeah, it should be 43.
Yep. And up top, left side, it's Love for Churubusco. Love shoves it off to Ostrowski in the corner. That's an air ball. Well over the rim. Here comes Baker back. Yeah, here comes the Busco coach.
Yeah.
And Baker to the bucket, no, but whistle and a Columbia City foul. Or a Busco foul, I should say.
Well, it's a two-shot penalty there.
Number 2,
Ostrowski the foul. Timeout Churubusco with 5:18 to go in. It's 56-43. I think we do have 56.
Yeah, we do. We do. He just forgot to put that free throw on.
Okay, so timeout Churubusco with 5:18 to go. Columbia City up 13. So underwriters tonight. Timeout underwriter Myers Hockemeyer McNagny LLP, located across from the post office in Columbia City. Telephone 248-2224 down there, and on the web at whitleylaw.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, offering the highest credentialed therapists in the area, treating all walks of life, from peewees to professionals to Olympians. 18 locations in northern Indiana. The one in Columbia City next to Oriental Buffet. They're also online at indianapt.com. Let's see, Mike & Son Satellite. They're an authorized Dish Network and DirecTV provider, now offering 8-bay antenna TV hookups from Channel Master. That's up to 40 local channels from South Bend to Fort Wayne. 30 years of service experience. Mike is here locally, hands-on for every customer, and they're available on the phone at 260-213-3251, on Facebook, and at MikeandSonSatellite.com. So call Mike Satellite for all your Dish Network needs. DirecTV network. Had 8-bay and channel service from South Bend, Fort Wayne. I still don't understand that, but have to Google it.
I don't know. I don't have cable or DirecTV or anything.
You got one of them Fire Sticks or Hulu or what do you have?
Sling TV.
Sling TV. My gosh, I cannot keep up with all of this. All right, Baker scores a free throw. It's something else to confuse me.
I only watch sports basically, so.
Well, me too, but. So that one good for Baker, 58-43. As Columbia City pulls up by 15. 5:10 to go. The Love on the right side for Busco.
Oh, he just threw it away. Just threw it away.
Beck and Mills had a little bit of a shoving match down there, but
could have been a foul, but I mean, he just threw it away. You know, it's.
Yep. And here comes Andrew Hedrick in the backcourt.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
Pleat all over him, and Pleat knocks it in the bench. You're going to say deflected off of Andrew Hedrick's hand last. So Pleat causes a turnover.
Apparently.
So that's interesting. 4:50 to go in the ball game. 58-43. Pleat up top.
You just got to keep the foot on the pedal.
Yeah. Pleat. Oh, almost stripped by Crawford. Husenbeck, the big guy out top, is he gave him quite a shot with Spellman underneath.
He did. Gave him the shoulder there.
Yep. And Pleat in the corner, being dogged by Andrew Hedrick. Up top, Love. 4.5 to go. Columbia City by 15.
Get up.
Husenbeck up top. Now Pleat fakes the three, tries the baseline, box slide down there. Mills with a rebound. And this is for Crawford from Spellman.
That looked really easy, but that was not an easy catch by Jackson there. That was great.
No, that wasn't. On the run like that, 60-43. Columbia City up by 17. And here is Love.
Nice block by Mills on that last one, too. Holy moly. Came out of nowhere.
And here's Pleat out of the right corner.
Oh, go get it.
Pleat. And kicks it off of Ostrowski. Back to Pleat. Pleat makes the drive against Mills. Mills a block. Loose ball to Crawford. Here comes Spellman. Spellman against Ostrowski. Layup.
And one.
And Spellman hits the deck hard.
Offensive foul?
Husenbeck, the better of Spellman, got the worst of that. He hit the floor hard. What do we have here?
That's terrible.
And Coach Schaus not too happy. Spellman player control foul. So Coach Schaus grumbles a bit.
Wow, that's
well, what's Husenbeck? Well, he's still in. So here comes Wilson for Spellman. They're going to take a look at him, make sure he's still all with it after that heavy-duty collision. This one's been a little rough. 3:35 to go in the ball game, 60-43. And here comes Pleat. Wide right, White. We haven't seen much of White lately.
Yeah, he didn't play the whole third quarter. I don't know what.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said
I don't
he's
know what
with the
happened.
trainer.
He was kind of limping around. I don't.
Pleat to the bucket. Stuffed out of there by Mills.
That's 3 straight possessions that Pleats tried to put it up, and Mills is just swatting it. I mean,
that was volleyball-esque.
Good night.
Mills. 3:15 to go in the fourth. Pleat to throw it in. Love's got it in the corner. Up top now. As White's got it.
It's going up, yep.
Love for 3, and he scores. So Love gets the 3-point goal for Churubusco. And Columbia City back with it, leading by 14 underneath Andrew Hedrick. Ran out real straight, throws to Baker. He tries the baseline.
Charge.
Offensive foul, Baker. Baker shrugs at that, but
yeah, Mason's got to pull up right there and shoot a little jump shot. I mean, there were 3 guys in there. You got to know your surroundings there.
so player control foul, and Columbia City gives it back to Churubusco. 60-46. Here's White. And stuffed by Crawford on a 3-point.
Oh, that's a charge.
Husenbeck, offensive fouls. He knocks over Wilson. Husenbeck protests. That's 5 on Husenbeck.
Yep. I mean, again, all he did was lower his shoulder.
And he's upset, but
I don't know what they could be mad about right there. I mean, he completely lowered his shoulder.
so that's about 3 charges in the last 4 possessions. It's been a wild one. Andrew Hedrick being badgered by Pleat.
I mean, he's just all over him.
Yeah, they're letting that stuff go tonight.
Apparently.
Crawford has it up top. Crawford right down central. Trying to slam dunk. No. Rebound Pleat. Pleat into the front court with 2:15 to go. Pleat
Get up.
forces it up.
Oh, boy.
Off the mark. Rebound. Ostrowski gets in there and gets a bunny. Ostrowski came from downtown Columbia City to get that one.
And just like that, 5-0 run, and because we're turning the ball over here.
60-48, under 2. And Andrew Hedrick up to Rhett Wilson, high to the right side, dumps down low. Crawford to the bucket. No good. A little strong. Love with the defense there. And now we leave a man wide open. Layup, score. Timeout, Churubusco. Wrap. 2.
7-0 run.
And we've had that happen a couple of times tonight. Holy Toledo. So 60 to 50 our score. And as Busco doing a good job of coming back. So we've got a little sloppy again. Well, both teams, for all intents and purposes, have been a lot out of control at times. But okay, ProFed Credit Union and underwriter tonight. Modern banking services with individual attention for personal accounts and businesses alike. ProFed Credit Union specializes in savings for goals, mortgages, car loans, and business banking too. ProFed Credit Union serves Northern Indiana with a network of 37,000 ATMs and 12 branch locations. Now in Columbia City off of 30 near Walmart. Move Over Ice Cream. They offer a variety of family sundaes, soft serve shakes, tumbleweeds, and gluten-free desserts that accompany ice cream. Move Over is a plant-based ice cream shop tailored to those who have either a sensitivity to dairy, allergens, or taking a more healthy approach to eating. Move Over Ice Cream Shop located across from the furniture store in downtown Columbia City. So, 1:40 to go. Columbia City can't afford any more 7-0 runs, that's for sure.
Nope, and it's, you think we just kind of think that we've got the game in hand, so we're trying to dunk it, and we're trying to, I'm not sure why we're so, why we're trying to score so much. Just work the ball around, get a layup.
So we get it up the wing. Here's Andrew Hedrick into the front court. Pass to Crawford. Fake, score. There we go.
Layup. There we go.
2 for Jackson Crawford. 62 to 50. Pleat backed off the play. Love has it high left.
Get a hand up.
He loads it up. Scores. Love for 3.
Get a hand up.
So Love has Busco back on the board. And slam dunk, Jackson Crawford. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Holy smokes.
And he traveled. Got away with one there.
He's been wanting to do that all night, I think.
He has.
64 to 53, under a minute. Love throws it to Ostrowski in the corner. Ostrowski kicks it across. White's got it out of the corner. Right side in front of the Busco bench. He loads it up. Well off the mark. Ostrowski underneath again. Scores. Where did he come from? Timeout, Busco. Ostrowski has just burned us underneath here.
Yeah, we apparently don't think we need to block out anymore.
Wow, Ostrowski comes in for another layup. Give him credit, he just came from nowhere. He made it happen. So timeout, Churubusco. Coach Schaus is, I think, pleading with his team to finish this. So he's rather adamant in that huddle. So Bart's Car Store, the selection of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bart's Car Store offers test drives, cash for trade-ins, and financing options. Bart's Car Store serving Columbia City, Whitley County, and Fort Wayne. Timeout underwriter, Myers Hockemeyer McNagny LLP, located across from the post office in Columbia City. Telephone 248-2224 and on the web at whitleylaw.com. So thanks to the underwriters. Thanks everybody for listening. Andrew Thompson, Matt Curry, Sean Bledsoe stats. 43 seconds, 9-point Columbia City lead. Columbia City just needs to finish this off. They get it into Mills. Mills up the left side, being chased by Love into the front court. Kicks it up, Crawford. Backdoor feed, Wilson. Score! Rhett Wilson on the board. Yep, top here's Love with 30 seconds. Kicks it off Ostrowski. Short, or check that. That was Pleat. Loose ball, White. White out of the right corner, 20 seconds. Love up top. Works against Baker. Love, he forces it. Off the mark, rebound Baker. Ostrowski on him, no further play. Churubusco foul.
There it is.
And this ought to. So Ostrowski foul, double bonus with 12 seconds. 66-55.
2 shots, Mason Baker.
So Baker will shoot 2 for Columbia City. Long back iron, no good.
It has not been a good shooting night for Mason.
No, it hasn't, so he'll shake it off and get it back next game. That one he got. So 1 of 2, and here comes Ostrowski. It's throwing away as Wilson's got it, and
I mean, come on.
White grabs his jersey, so we'll shoot 2 again.
Come on.
Well, Red will get another
2 shots.
good couple more points, maybe. Cheering section saying, come on, Rhett. Rhett got her. Wilson on the board again. And he'll have one more. That makes the score 68-55. Let's go, coach, lecturing the official a bit. Now that one rims out. Rebound off of Crawford. It will be Churubusco ball with 6 seconds. They get it to Pleat. Pleat across the timeline. Pleat. And a runner at the buzzer, off the mark. That's it. You can call out the guards. You can turn out the lights. This one belongs to the maroon and gold. 68-55, your final. Oh, the teams exchange pleasantries. Good battle, really. A lot of everything.
Yep.
A couple of players even sharing an extra couple of hugs. 68-55, Columbia City to 3-1. Churubusco falls to 0-2. And for Columbia City, we got 9 for Baker, 12 for Mills, Crawford 12, Hedrick 20, Wilson 3, Alex Hedrick 4, Elias Spellman 8. So,
yep. Pleat with 13, Ostrowski with 4, White with 5, Bunyan with 9, Love with 13, Rapp with 4, Holzenbeck with only 6.
He's got him for 2, but Husenbeck was in foul trouble all night long.
Yeah.
Him and Bunyan fouled out tonight. That did not help Churubusco anyway, but
sure didn't.
Columbia City got her done. That's the important thing. So 3-1. And Carroll coming to town.
I'm sure Coach Schaus is happy with the win, but I know that he is not happy with the way that you can call it closed out the game.
Right.
You know, it's gotta do a better job at the end of games. Really, we should have probably won by about 25 points and let them get back in and get it down to 13. So
right.
Got to win. 3-1. You know, you got the win. You're 3-1 going into Carroll, which apparently Carroll's beatable.
Yeah. So 0-2, but. And a new coach, so they're getting used to a new system as Coach Beasley went on to DeKalb.
Yep. How's DeKalb looking?
They were.
Aren't they like 1-2 or something like that?
Yeah, they were struggling a little bit out of the gate. Let's check the DeKalb out. Oops, and of course I hit the wrong button. And I hit the wrong button again. I should just let you handle this stuff. DeKalb's 1-2. They have a 10-point victory over Fort Wayne North. Lost to East Side by 9 and lost to Northrop by 14.
Oh, that's right. They said they lost to East Side. I was like, oh.
It's kind of a backyard rivalry there. So 68-55 your final once again. Columbia City with a 3-1 start, looking forward to Carroll. They have a drum solo, apparently. Is that what you call that?
Yeah.
Wait, there's 2 of them playing.
That's good.
They have the attention of the gym, that's for sure. Revving people up, all right. So Carroll then on to East Noble and playing Wayne on a neutral court. So good stuff. 3-1 for Columbia City. And really, I mean, we kind of gave the Warsaw game away
At home.
Cameron Parker here tonight, former Lady Eagle. Speaking of Lady Eagles, big battle with Norwalk coming up Friday night right here at the school, new school. So that's going to be a good one. Coach Shear and company, I'm sure will be really pumped for that one.
Norwell just got one loss?
I believe. So we shall see. But that should be a good one on Friday evening. Then the boys back for Carroll Saturday night. So 68-55, once again your final. We'll see if Coach Schaus comes out. I anticipate he does.
Yep, one loss for Norwell. They lost to Warsaw. We beat Warsaw, didn't we? We haven't played Warsaw. Did we play them?
Yeah, we lost to them.
We lost the girls.
Oh, the girls. No, they come here a week from Tuesday.
Okay.
Well, actually, a week from tonight.
So that's who they've lost to. They lost to Norwell. They beat Huntington North by 2.
Yeah, that was a close one. Karen Hedrick would have paid my $1 to shoot. More encouragement.
Next time. Next time. He needs 2, though. He needs $2. You got to get warmed up first.
Oh, warmed. Yeah.
You know, and then
lifted weights today. I might have been a little rusty tonight. Raw power then, shoot it over the hoop. But they got that camera on us again. I think we've been on camera some. So that's interesting on the YouTube feed or whatever.
Warsaw's 7-2.
Yeah, usually physical.
They lost to Crown Point 19-40.
Wow. Now, Crown Point's pretty highly ranked, if I remember right. But I think the Lady Eagles cracked the IBCA poll, which encompasses all the classes. Let's see if we can find that. Because I can't get anything done with this. See this thing updated, I don't even know. Now I got to go down here to do this. What's going on around here? Well,
that's what the update is there.
Well, the update's got me lost. What?
So did you lose your copy of these?
Well, I don't know. It was in the.
Yeah, this one was mine.
Oh, well, whatever. You can have it. We'll get more. I've got it on email, actually. So.
You have upgraded, haven't you?
Well, I think so. Mr. Glaza upgraded it. I just happened to remember to find it. Okay, well, let's see if we can find that IBCA girls basketball poll.
Did a new one come out just like in the last few days?
Yeah, I think so. Weekly poll. Well, maybe.
What is going on over here?
What?
There's like fighting over here by some parents.
Oh.
Is that Schmitty?
Well, I don't, Schmidt's going to usher somebody out.
What is going on?
We got some irate fans down there.
Go talk to Coach Everly.
Oh, and there's a lady yelling. I don't know. You got a point, young man. It's high school basketball, but sometimes these things happen. I don't know if that's a Busco fan or what.
It is. That might be Holzenbeck's dad. I saw him stand up and get not very happy when he fouled out. I don't know what. He's still yelling.
A little bit of a brouhaha. Where's Ansball? Get him out of here.
I mean, come on.
It's
high school basketball. Grow up. Go home.
I
mean, geez, Pete.
We don't need any brouhaha in here, but
come on.
So Columbia City indeed 20th.
Is that's in all classes or just?
Yeah, that's all.
All classes, because in 4A we're like 14th or something like that, or 12th or.
Valpo, or just behind Valpo. The number one team is Crown Point. Well, just a physical game. That's all there was to it. So, Coach House, there he is. All right, well, Coach, welcome to the broadcast. I better turn you on here. So, congratulations on the win. This was a little bit of a Donnybrook tonight, and just a little bit of everything out there. And You got her done. That's the important thing.
Absolutely, yeah. And I guess the positive in within the last couple games, we're scoring a lot of points. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the recipe for success for us for this year. I don't think that, we're going to outscore a lot of the NE8 opponents, a lot of our sectional opponents that we have to play. That's just not going to be, something that's going to help us be successful. And we got to find ways to get better. But again, as I said many times, you want to learn from a win, and we've done that the past couple of games. Could we have played better? Absolutely. But W's at the end of the day.
And you got a 3-1 start. That's nice to, get the 3-1 start. You got another home one coming up, so before you go into NE8 play. So going forward here, we have, got some momentum.
Yeah, we got some momentum. It feels good to be 3-1, but I think our guys are still hungry. I think, it's not a good thing, I wouldn't say, but it's when the guys are kind of ticked off after a win, I think that's a good thing. And I think these guys are hungry to get better, to learn from this, because, again, we've got to be a defensive-minded team if we want to be successful. And I think, like I keep telling you that, we're close, but close isn't good enough, and we got to make sure we get to work tomorrow.
We thought maybe a little bit of the county rivalry brought out a little bit of hectic play tonight, and some guys trying to do too much, and maybe a little bit of looked a little rough and tumble at times on the whole.
Yeah, could have been. And in one of my timeouts, I'm sure a lot of people had heard me, but I felt like it's my turn to score, my turn to gamble on defense and try to make a play, my turn. And that's not the type of team that we have been, that we practiced like. So that was disappointing to see some of that, but. Again, learn from it and move on.
Yeah, and you get on a pretty good roll here. Came out of the game unscathed, it looked like, injury-wise, for a rough game. I think we shook out pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully Elias, I think he's okay. That was kind of a bum deal there. It was a good finish, but I think he's all right. And
looked like he had his elbow maybe.
Yeah, he hit his right elbow some, and I thought he had hit his head, but I guess he didn't hit his head, which is a good thing. So.
Yeah, we don't need that. So what do you see with Carroll Saturday night? We did not play them last year due to COVID. New coach, new system. They're 0-2 currently, so they're going to be extra hungry. What do you got on Carroll that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, they got a lot of new faces. They're a young group, but they reload pretty quick over at Carroll. So they got some guys who can play, some shooters on the outside. They got some size. Again, they got 2 games under their belt now. Some of those guys have, didn't even have JV experience before they started playing varsity. Went straight from freshman to varsity, and they got some good pieces. They're going to battle. They're going to compete. But I expect our guys to do the same, and I expect our guys to raise our level of intensity and take these next couple days of practice and make sure we're prepared for them.
Speaking of level of intensity, I thought the whole atmosphere overall in the gym tonight added fuel to the fire, so to speak. It was kind of rowdy in there.
I think so. Yeah, there were some fans yelling I could hear here and there, but I think
it was fun.
And maybe that had something to do with some of the play that we had, and hopefully that's not something that becomes a factor. But again, we're a mature team. We got juniors and seniors that play on the varsity team. There can't be any excuses.
There's still a lot of hustle tonight on the whole.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I think we played hard. And again, I'm not mad about losing. I'm not this. I mean, obviously we got things to work on, but we play hard. We always play hard. That's never a question in my mind, but it's staying disciplined is something we've got to get better at.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win, and thanks for stopping by once again, and we'll talk to you Saturday.
Absolutely. Yep.
Coach
See you then.
Matt Schaus, ladies and gentlemen. He's excited. Air knuckles. I never heard of air knuckles. But so, Coach Schaus, pleased to get out here with the win. Got some things to clean up, but very happy on the whole. What'd we do? We lose something?
He's looking for a phone, I think.
Oh, never good to lose your phone.
Nope.
So it's like losing your wallet and then some. So, well, the Eagles will take it. The Columbia City Eagles, 68-55 over Churubusco tonight. It's one of those you just want to get over with. You had leads. You kind of let them hang around, but
you
found a way. It's over with, this rough affair, and, move on and see what Carroll has to offer.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, they're young, and probably, and with a new coach, that kind of explains the 0-2 start, and maybe losing to Eastside. I don't know much about Eastside, but I don't really typically hear much about them. So, obviously they're going to be real hungry for a win because obviously they used to be in our conference, so they're the big school and they're supposed to beat us. So
right. There's Coach Curry on the scene. She pops into the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to beat Carroll, regardless of whether they're in our conference or not. And, getting out of Saturday with a win and being 4-1 is a good step for the program and will give us just that much more confidence.
Absolutely. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for tonight. And we'll talk to you Friday night. Lady Eagle basketball against the Norwell Lady Knights. That should be a real battle. And then boys back here Saturday night against the Carroll Chargers. So for everybody at the station, Sean Bledsoe helping on stats and all the crew here with the student crew. Thanks to everybody, and thanks to everybody for listening. And for my broadcast partner, Matt Curry, Andrew Thompson saying so long from Columbia City High School. Telling you once again the final score 68-55 in favor the Columbia City Eagles. Thanks for listening. Good night, everyone.